Hi, everybody. It's Ron Hoon here, and we are, in fact, ready to go with Fox 10 Talks coming up in the next few minutes. I'll be joined not only by Celeste Rodriguez, but Mike Pache as well. Hello, Mikey.
Hello. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, good to have you, for sure. Hey, this story, wow, the body in the lake. And I mean, I think they were out there half the night, maybe most of the night searching. We have an update on that. We got several big stories coming your way, including, if you can believe this, a brand new number one of the fast food world as well. I didn't think just Chick-fil-A could ever be topped, Mike.
No.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, it's all coming up. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fox 10 Talks, and this story of the body in the lake. It's unusual in that it was a kind of a late night, most of the night kind of search. We do have a major update for you. It was just supposed to be a fun day off for folks up there at the lake on Monday, and we do have a lot of additional info to pass along for you there. Now, also today on Fox 10 Talks, Celeste.
Wow, this is breaking. This is a breaking headline.
I didn't think we were ever going to see Chick-fil-A fall off of number one. Mike, what do you think?
You know, I never thought I'd see the day there, but, there's so many contenders now that, you got the Jack in the Boxes, you got the Wendy's, Burger King. I mean,
there's so many options.
Yeah, there is. And they're all vying for it, you know?
They are, you're right. And now you have like a Cane's, or you have different types of establishments that have
caved? What?
Cane's. Raising Cane's.
Yeah, Raising Cane's.
I love Cane's.
What's the logo that you say when you're driving up to the window?
Oh, you have to say something?
Yeah, there's like
I didn't know.
I'm going to find it for you. Stay tuned for that.
Hey.
But Mondays with Mike, isn't it good to have Mike Pache?
Or Tuesdays.
Oh, yeah, Tuesday.
Celeste loved Monday so much. She's back for a second take.
I forgot it wasn't Monday, Ron, because you had the day off.
There you go.
Mike, it's good to have you, buddy.
Also,
Yes, you too.
arrests in 4 states over a plot to attack that UFC event at the White House. We have learned so much about this just in the last few hours. Isabella is on that story. She's getting us the latest info. And these fake sites, but people know they're fake, but they shop there anyway. I know, Mike.
Crazy.
You're like,
it's crazy.
Really? That's the way it goes. Huh? But anyway, so yeah, a Monday or a Tuesday with Mike. We'll even take a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Maybe a Thursday or Friday. I don't know.
Do we have to call your agent for something like that, Mike? Or?
No, just call me.
give you a call.
Yeah, directly.
Good.
Can I just text you? I'll just text you, Mike.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know?
Celeste, that means you have Mike's number. Okay,
I do,
That's
yes.
pretty shocking to me. Okay, anyway, we got a lot to get to, so let's...
Don't tell our spouses, Ron.
Okay, Celeste. All right, what is the latest on this story? You know, the twilight pictures, it had been a long, kind of a fun day up there at Lake Pleasant, but then something goes wrong. You had some friends out there. There was a guy on an inflatable tube, and I guess... You know, I don't know if you guys have ever done this before, whether you're water skiing or tubing or whatever, but, you know, you're trailing behind a boat and all of a sudden you pop off of it. And apparently the guy went under and never came back.
Oh, so sad.
So sad.
It is so heartbreaking. And this is one of the busiest times of the year on our lakes.
Sure, 111 today.
Yeah.
You know people are going to be out there doing everything they can. But we got to give the kudos out there to the MCSO and other agencies that responded. The thing that makes it so unusual is they were out there all night. They discovered the body in the lake at about 2:30 a.m.
Wow.
Frequently, you know, they're going to knock off for the night, but because it happened late enough into the evening hours, you can see those pics right there. I mean, this is right at twilight, and they had the boats out there, the divers, etc. Imagine not just diving, but doing it in the middle of the night. They discovered the body at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you know, and I think the heartbreaking thing about it is, I think people go to the lake to have a good time. You might have a few drinks or whatever, have barbecuing out there, having a good time with friends or family, and you may think, I know how to swim. I have this floaty, or I'm in this tube and I'll be fine. Yeah. But maybe maybe you wear a life jacket all the time if you're having drinks, or if you're on the water. It's a very deep lake.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people still to this day underestimate the power of the sun, right?
Yeah.
It just, not only is it hot, but it drains you from and then if you're drinking, that could cause issues, and especially if you're doing some sort of water sports as well, and it doesn't take much to hit your head and then you're unconscious.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
True.
And then, the other thing that people love besides going to the lake in this town is to get out hiking. But this story, we're hoping to learn more. There was a body that was recovered this morning up on South Mountain on the Mormon Trail.
Yeah.
And here's what first responders were saying when we had a chance to talk to them just a little bit more about this. Let's go to Isabella. She's working this story for us in the breaking newsroom. Bella, what have you learned?
Yeah, so some breaking news coming in this morning, as you mentioned, Ron. A body was recovered off of South Mountain. So in the Mormon Trail area, responders went to the scene around 6:30 this morning and removed a body. The body was flown off, and we do know that as of right now, that body has not been identified, but we did speak to Phoenix Fire, and we were told that that body may be a missing person that has been missing for the last few days. Of course, there hasn't been an identity yet, but we talked to Phoenix Fire. I know you have that sound, and the cause of
called out earlier this morning to assist Phoenix PD with a body recovery. Once we deemed that this was going to be a recovery operation and not a mountain rescue, we wanted to wait a little bit until the sun came up to make it safer for our rescuers and the helicopter that we used to hoist the body out of the mountain. So the initial reports are that this was a missing hiker, and that's kind of what was drawing Phoenix PD out to the scene initially. More information than that, unfortunately, we don't have. That'll come after Phoenix PD conducts their investigation. Initial reports that we had that it's been a few days, so we're unsure how long he was on the trail, if he was somewhere before he came up here, but that's what we've got so far.
Yeah, and as mentioned, of course, the cause of death has not been confirmed yet. We're still investigating, so we'll let you know the latest once that comes into our newsroom.
Okay, Isabella, thank you very much. You get out on these trails. I just try to stay off them in the summertime.
Yeah, we don't
we
don't know the time of day they may have been out there. The trails are closed most of the day when it's over 105. Yeah. But South Mountain, that Mormon Trail is about 5 miles long. It's a loop.
You've done it.
I've done it many times. Yeah. It's a very popular trail off of 24th Street in South Mountain down there. But maybe they're up earlier in the morning or out late at night. And so you just never know.
No, you don't. And
it's heartbreaking.
It is, and I mean, just think already by 9 a.m. It's already hot. 95 degrees.
Yeah.
I went up on Camelback once in June and got kind of a late start. I mean, I think it would have been probably 8 a.m. It was the trail wasn't closed. In fact, it was so long it was before they even implemented the policy. But I was up there with my bottle of water, and I just thought, wow. I mean, I've learned my lesson here.
Yeah.
Just, as Mike points out, you can be overcome by the heat. That's
yeah.
for sure. The other thing about our monsoon, because we're officially in it, is it does bring the rain. Thank you, Nina. We do have some video, you guys, coming in from various places around the state. We had hail in Prescott. We had, I hate to report this, winds snapping power lines in Casa Grande. And just a reminder already from the Weather Service, look at that shot, Mikey, right there,
Yeah,
downtown. You hop on the light rail, you're like, thank goodness I'm not in the middle of this rainstorm.
Now, was this last night or Monday morning?
I don't know.
Because Monday morning, I got some good action in Queen Creek.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, about 2 a.m. My Scotty Terrier was the first on the case. Woke me up, But, I mean, for about 15 minutes, it was coming down good. Lightning flashes and everything.
So that's your first alert weather system is when the dog starts barking?
Yes, when Ruby is
I love
getting
how,
going.
don't you love living in Queen Creek?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Isn't it a great city?
It's really blowing up.
Oh, my gosh.
But
It's beautiful out there.
come on, Ellsworth. Yes. The Ellsworth family is they're like pioneers.
Yeah.
But now that their name is attached to that road, it's hurting their image.
Oh, yeah. Because now when you say Ellsworth, it's sort of like,
I know.
You're
So
gonna wait
bad.
a while. By the way, I want to give a big shout out, if we can, to Andrew Gomez. He's in the chat this morning.
Hi, Andrew.
He says, can you send my sister a big birthday shout out? Today is her birthday, and I want to say thank you. Her name is Katrina Ann Pappy.
Aw.
So, Katrina Ann, good morning and happy birthday to you.
Hey, also a happy birthday wish to my granddaughter, Ava Jane.
Oh, my
hey,
goodness.
She's our little ballerina in the family, and I'm told we're going to have a popsicle party.
ooh, perfect weather
tonight.
for it.
Popsicle party, Celeste.
And by the way, Sydney Whipple is joining. And Sydney, is this your first time joining the chat? I said, any relation to Cindy Whipple? I went to high school with Cindy Whipple.
Oh, you did?
And so Sydney says Cindy is her aunt.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
And so it's a family around
And it
here.
could be a tongue twister, too. Hey, you guys, speaking of the weather, I bumped into one of Fox 10 Talk's biggest fans yesterday in the parking lot
Oh,
at
wow.
Walmart in Payson.
Okay.
I was up there doing a little work on our place. And you are going to love this guy. This is Christopher McMillan.
Hi,
he
Christopher.
is, here we are. Here's this little 30-second weather report and all the rest. Feeling like it might rain in Payson today, but it doesn't matter because I'm hanging out with the Rim Country Chimney Doc.
Hey, how are you, Fox 10? How are you? Spotted showers. We have showers coming through every now and again.
That rain last night was something.
It was something. And a lightning show.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
it
gosh.
was fantastic.
Okay, so you're a pretty big Fox 10 fan then.
Every day, every morning.
That's
every
great.
morning.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Well, now, we do 4:30 to 10 news, but now we got 2 more hours that we do.
Beautiful.
Fox 10 Talks.
Yes, Fox 10 Talks is awesome. Thank you.
Oh, my gosh. He's a super fan.
I got to put the promotion department in touch with Christopher here.
Christopher, you are amazing.
Yeah.
What a great weather report he gave.
He did, and that could be our new phrase. Fox 10 Talks is awesome. Yeah, I love the way he said
he's
it.
very enthusiastic.
Oh, he was the coolest guy.
Yeah, what a fun guy.
Isn't that one of the best things of our job, you guys, is when you bump into somebody who's a regular viewer and you just immediately, you got a whole new friend.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so great.
It is great because you get that look where they're like, hey, I recognize, oh, it is them,
Right? Yeah.
Well, it's
you
almost
can
like
see
they give
I
you a
didn't have
double
my
take.
suit and tie on there. I was
Oh, my
pretty
goodness.
busy.
How fun. Was the weather nice up there, Ron?
It rained. I'm not trying to brag, but we went
Okay,
to
Ron.
Chili's. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I looked outside. I said to Renee, "It's raining." When you go up there, it rains almost every day.
Yeah.
We get the monsoon.
Yeah.
They up in the rim country, they get the monsoon.
And you can see those
every day.
clouds coming over the rim.
Yes.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And I think we have a lot of Fox 10 Talks viewers up in that Payson
We
area
do.
as
And
well.
all across that 260, like Heber Overgaard. into Pine, up
Yes,
north,
true.
north of
Right.
Pace and
Sholo, go all the way up to Snowflake.
Pine, Camp Verde, St. John's.
I don't know about this town. By the
Snowflake.
way, this is a preview. You keep going, Celeste. Don't forget Vernon.
Greer,
All right.
Alpine.
Up next, is there a new number one in the fast food world in the USA? The answer is yes. Wait till you hear who just knocked off Chick-fil-A in 2 minutes. Yes, that is a preview of the Mystery Cam. That kind of looks like our sky today, Celeste.
Oh,
Who knows where it
yeah.
might be? But
It's very flat as well. So this is just a teaser, by the way. We'll have your mystery camera answer
Yeah,
and
we
big
will.
reveal at 10:30.
Okay.
Oh, Ron, lots of people are having birthdays. And by the way, happy birthday to Tupac. Do you think he's still alive?
is there an urban legend about
people,
Tupac?
Yeah,
Really?
people are thinking he's still alive. Like kind of like Elvis. Like, would you think Elvis is
I
still
did
alive?
see a thing. I'm pretty sure no. Because of that one song called Walkin' in Memphis. Because the song says, I saw the ghost of Elvis.
Oh.
Security did not see him. They just hovered round his tomb.
Wow.
I've only been to Memphis once, and it was nighttime.
Okay.
And so it's a super fun town, but it was too late to tour Graceland, so I got to go back. Wouldn't that be amazing
Oh,
to see
my gosh.
Graceland?
It would be. Or Dolly. It was Dollywood.
Dollywood's on the other side of
Dollywood,
Tennessee. There's
yeah.
so much to see in that state, that's
There
for sure.
is.
That was the first time I ever went to a Waffle House.
What?
It was in Tennessee many
What year
years
that
ago.
you think that was?
Oh, gosh. That's a good question, Celeste. Well, it was...
What do you remember?
So
you
my
ordered?
daughter had just graduated.
I don't think the
just
menu
a
has changed.
regular.
I don't think the menu has
I
changed.
bet it's exactly the same. Not just at that location, but all of them.
I love a good Waffle House hash brown. The
Oh, I
hash
know.
Browns,
I guess that would have been
so
like about 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Give or take.
All right.
But anyway, so let's talk food because I was shocked when Jessica, our producer, one of our great morning show producers, said, look, if you're looking for a story that your audience is going to, there's a new number one in the world of fast food. Now, we got into this whole debate the other day. Fast food, does that mean it has to be a drive-through or it just has to be fast? And so this is everything that's fast,
Everything
not necessarily a drive-through.
Okay.
But do you know which?
I have not looked.
Do you have a guess? What could possibly have topped Chick-fil-A for new #1 scientific type study from the American Customer Satisfaction Index report?
So the fact that you put some emphasis on it doesn't have to have a drive-through.
There you go. There's your clue number 1.
I'm going to guess. I'm trying to critical think here.
Oh, good.
It's not a drive-through.
That's
correct. My first guess.
Yeah, maybe some locations, but not very many.
I'm gonna say Chipotle.
Okay, that's a great guess.
But,
by the way, I like a Chipotle with a drive-through, but it's not correct. Celeste, bringing her down. But get to the bottom line here, Hooner. You want to know the answer?
Please.
Ready? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and the answer is...
Oh, wow. You know what?
Jersey Mike's.
I can see why. That rosemary bread and Mike's Way no onions is calling my name today.
I know. Believe me, Celeste, lives closer to the studio than a lot of us do. Me, I live practically in Pinal County. And you you're only you could practically walk to the Jersey Mike's in your area.
I could, but it's going to be 111 today in Phoenix, so I'm probably not.
Right.
But you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And then, you can ask, let them know, hey, can I have a little bit more peppers on there? Or I like the oregano that they put with the salt and the pepper.
Okay.
It's really good.
Sure.
And look at this guy adding bacon. That is a guy who's rolling in it right now. He must have looked at the market and was like, oh, that retirement's looking good.
Okay, let me call this up because I want to make sure we give everybody no short shrift to everybody else on the list. So Jessica did send that to me a little while ago. Stand by. I'm going to pull it up right now.
While you're doing that, I'm going to say hello to a few people here in the chat. Angel Moore, are you new? Are you new to the chat? It's good to hear from you. Jay-Z is in the chat as well. Be kind forever. Maurice Bell says the All-American breakfast is so good at Waffle House. And RLS Vid says Jersey Mike's. It's Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, true. Now, when you get the long one, what is that, like 12 inches, 14 inches?
The Giant. It's called the Giant. It is so huge. I think
that runs like $15-16. That's a lot.
Well, I think it's like 2 foot long, though. It's like 2 feet, I think, almost.
Really? Okay.
So if it's $15, think of it as like a $7 foot long.
Well, and they're expanding. They have 4,000 locations now in Canada.
Yeah.
And there's always, I've never been to one that's not busy. They're always hopping.
They're so good.
number 1, then number 2 is Chick-fil-A still.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is another sandwich joint, Jimmy John's.
Oh, not a big surprise.
And number 4 is Panda Express.
Oh, all good ones. Those are all good ones.
And so I don't know, you guys in the chat, you can tell us what your thoughts are about Jersey Mike's or Chick-fil-A or any of these others, but my mouth's watering just looking at that video, Celeste.
Yeah. Let's see. Alien Ladybug, I am new here anyways. Good morning. Welcome.
Welcome, Alien Ladybug.
And Angel Moore is new. Glad that you're here as well. And listen to, I'm with you, RLS Vid. So he says, now I'm stuck on Schlotsky's. He used to go to Jersey Mike's.
That's a good sandwich.
At ASU, at the Memorial Union, they call it the MU.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the student union. They, in the basement, when I was going to ASU, they had Schlotsky's.
Really?
And that's where you would find me every single day. And I would just grab a Schlotsky's and study.
Did you ever go, because in the MU there, I remember doing a story once, there was a fast food cereal place. It was called Cereality.
Yes.
And you could just go and get a bowl of Trix or whatever.
Yeah, just choose it.
Did you ever hit that one up?
I did not hit that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind
thought
of
it was
watching
a
the bottom line,
brilliant
if you know what I mean, right? It was like,
Right.
I had a coupon. I had a coupon for Schlotsky, so that's what I reused it. They let me reuse my coupon.
Hey, speaking of new number 1s, Taylor Swift has done it again. She is so hot. And I discovered this song a couple of weeks ago, Celeste. It's already on this month's playlist. And so she has her number 15th number 1 song. And I think it's I Knew You, I Knew Then, I Knew You, something like that,
yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Super catchy. Here's the thing, Celeste. So this is her 15th number 1 song. She is now behind only 2 acts in, supposedly, Billboard says she's the 3rd artist with the highest number 1s, and Mariah Carey had 19, and the Beatles had 20. But Celeste,
Yes.
there is a record the Beatles set that I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say in the history of music for the next whatever,
Okay.
however long we're occupying this planet for the next 100 years, will never be broken that the Beatles said. And it was in April of 1964. I'm looking over at Ronnie because she's a big Beatles fan, too, from New York. You never saw them at Shea Stadium, did you, Ronnie? You would have been too young.
Ronnie's like 25, Ron. Did you know this? She's younger than both of us.
I know. But she did go. You did see Simon and Garfunkel in Central Park. Paul
Simon.
Anyway, they had
She was 2.
They had the number 1 song in America, the number 2, the number 3, the number 4, the number 5, all top 5 songs at one time.
Wow.
In early April of 1964. So, Celeste, I asked our friends at Gemini to create, because we had great luck with this last week on what would happen if we interviewed, say, Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, yeah, I remember
So
that.
I asked Gemini, what would happen if Celeste and I were there to greet the Beatles if they arrived in America?
Oh my gosh!
Get ready to go to Shea
They
Stadium.
put me in go-go boots.
And I just said, please make sure Celeste is in fashionable 60s attire.
Yes, please.
You ready for this?
Please.
So this is kind of what it would have looked like if we could have been reporting at that time.
Oh my goodness!
Now, Celeste, I love you in that dress, and you got the purse, you got the 60s hairdo going.
The big hair, Ron. I love it.
And look, here's the other thing.
What do they
that's
call that? A
amazing.
bouffant?
A bouffant. Now, this is, I got the notepad again. You got the microphone. It's so perfect. And look, it says all the top 5 songs. And so the fans are holding up. This is so great.
Oh, my goodness.
What they are. Can't Buy Me Love was number 1. Twist and Shout. She Loves You, I Want to Hold Your Hand, and Please, Please Me.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, there's only one. I only see AI making one mistake.
What's that?
The audience appears to be a lot more enamored with us. No one's even looking at John Paul George.
I know. They're not even looking at them.
Oh, my gosh.
Maybe it's like a candid camera situation, and we're the butt of the joke.
Maybe. Maybe so.
But you know what? How cool! And when you say the Beatles, I think of those old videos, and maybe you guys in the chat, maybe you share with us your favorite Beatles song or a favorite oldie song. We'd love to hear from you.
I love that.
But you know what is? I always think of them, the old videos, black and white, and they're on the stage, and the 4 of them, yeah, just like singing.
She loves you.
We
can't sing.
No, we
sorry.
can't, but we can say
She
it.
loves you. Yeah. By the way, that was the first song, Celeste, I ever bought when you could buy 45s and prior to albums.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a very first single.
She Loves You. Yeah.
That's what I think that's a
only like
song
6
for a
or
lot of
7.
people. You think about them performing it in that black and white video and just iconic.
Yeah. Hey, one last thing. We have the break in the mystery cam coming right up.
Yes.
But here's a question for you, Celeste. This is a trending topic today. What is something you learned about when you were a kid that you were 100% certain was accurate, then later on you found out that wasn't the case? Now, I have a few options. If you want to go for any of these, it's great.
Okay.
Did we ever get, Dave, did we ever get anybody in the BNR to join in the convo on this? You let me know. Okay. And so here were a few. Don't you dare go swimming for 30 minutes after you eat. My aunt, she had an uncle. They had a house on a lake, and we would eat hot dogs, and then we all had to sit around for like 30 to 45, and nobody ever knew why. And now they've determined you're not going to sink. If you know how to swim, you're going to keep on
I
swimming.
thought it was because you would get a cramp.
Okay.
I was told. I never tested it, and I'm not that very good. I'm not a very good swimmer.
Let's go to Isabella. Did you think of anything on this category? Oh, no.
Hey,
she's
Bells.
still working on it.
I'll tell you one thing that I did hear, though.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
what's
so
that?
there's something in Mexican culture that's a mythical, person called La Llorona.
Okay.
If you know what I'm talking about, share this in the chat. Okay. La Llorona was a woman who you couldn't go near a canal because she was this mythical creature, kind of scary.
Okay.
And she was walking the canal because the story was that she drowned her children. Her kids died in the canal. And so she was walking the canal crying because she missed them.
Oh, and
so it was like a
everybody
boogie. It was
knew
kind
that story.
It was kind of like a boogeyman.
Wow.
La Llorona.
Wow.
And so there were days, and I was like, that's not real.
Yeah.
That's not real. Why are you trying to scare me away from the canal?
Well,
not that I want to go swimming in the canal, but why are you trying to scare me away?
For me, it was quicksand. because
Doesn't that
a
exist?
kid had told me that right on the other side of the bowling alley was quicksand. And Celeste, I was afraid of that empty lot. I would not go close to it for years because I thought the quicksand would swallow me, and that the back then when you were a kid, it's like quicksand is
Oh my
everywhere.
gosh! Well, it was like in Gilligan's Island. They had quicksand in it.
Okay, Mystery Cam, give us your guesses, and then what we're learning about the plot to attack the UFC event at the White House.
What? Good guesses in here, Ron.
Oh, yeah? What do you see in
Oh my goodness, you guys are on fire today. We are loving it. The chat is on fire.
Yeah.
So
Patrick, by the way, is saying he's getting specific on us, Celeste. Texas, near the Dallas area, off of I-20. Thank you, Patrick.
Linda Monter says Missouri or Oklahoma. Be kind forever says Oklahoma. Got a couple of Oklahomas in there. B. Miguel says as well, but we got a Nebraska run from Jennifer.
Oh, by the way, Thomas Favola is not positive, but he's going to go with his gut.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks it could be Machu Picchu.
And we got here's Johnny is back in the chat, everybody. He says hello everyone in all caps.
Good. Thank you. Here's Johnny. And Thomas Favola, I think he cracks me up multiple times every day.
Oh my
Celeste.
gosh.
He's not
Hilarious.
sure, but he's thinking it's Machu Picchu.
What are you going to go with on this one, Ronald?
Well, I want to go Machu Picchu, but I don't think we have a single camera in South America. So I guess I'll go Texas. How about you?
I'm going to go with an Oklahoma.
Okay, and ladies and
Oklahoma.
gentlemen, here we are.
Here.
Here we go.
O'Fallon, Illinois.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's go
O'Fallon?
back to that, Ron.
I have never heard of O'Fallon, Illinois. Let's look it up real quick, Celeste. It's a streaming show, so we can take 20 extra seconds to come up with the O'Fallon, Illinois.
Yeah.
Okay.
And while you're looking up that, Maurice Bell has asked a question of all of you in the chat because
Nice.
it's such a friendly
Okay.
place.
Uh-huh.
He's saying, where is the best coffee spot in Phoenix?
Ooh.
That is a great question. There are
Okay.
so many great spots.
Do you have one downtown that's like not a Starbucks, Celeste?
I do.
Really, what is it?
It's called Lux, Lux.
Ooh, that sounds good.
They have great coffee, and they have amazing jalapeno mac and cheese.
Nice.
And a pretty good breakfast sandwich and burger, I may add.
Oh, Celeste. By the way, here's your info on this. This is just a little bit east of St. Louis into Illinois. It's over there by the Cahokia Mounds Historic Site. You know, all the old ancient mounds
Okay,
that
so
exist.
Bella says Kavi. That's where have I been there? I wonder where is Kavi? Like, can we go to Bell's and the B&R?
Let's go to Bella and the B&R. Oh, and Abby's hanging out with her too. Where's this great coffee, you guys?
Kavi. Yeah.
Where is it
Where
again?
is it? Why is it
It's
so good?
on Roosevelt.
Oh.
Roosevelt, like right in the heart, like off of Central or First Ave or something?
Yeah.
And why is it good?
It's a good vibe in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the vibe.
It's,
I saw.
It looks like a very small building, and then you walk in, and it's kind of like a big open warehouse, and it's very funky. They have like vines hanging from the ceiling.
wow.
It's really cool, and they hold events in there too. It's like art events, yoga.
I saw the way you both looked at one another. Are there cute guys in there too?
I'm there for the coffee, Celeste.
Oh, okay. Well, you're two very eligible young, beautiful ladies.
There
You
you
never know.
By the way, we thought we'd loop them into this conversation of anything that you heard when you were a kid that turned out to maybe not be so 100% true. What did you guys come up with?
Well, I was told by my grandma and mom to not go to sleep with wet hair because you'll wake up sick.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, Abs?
When I would be making a ruckus in the back of the car at night, my mom would tell me I can't turn on the lights in the car or else we're going to get pulled over because it's illegal.
Oh, and I still use that one with my kids.
Sure. You know what's funny about that? I actually remember I asked my dad one time, we were driving somewhere. I think it was the whole family, and I wanted to reach up and turn that light on at night while he was driving. He's like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And
I
then,
was told the same thing.
yes. But
Like,
so,
where did that come from? Where'd you guys get that?
well, but here's the thing. He then, later that night, he waited till like after dark.
Yeah.
And he walked into my room and he
Right.
said, now I'm going to flip on the lights. And I want you to look outside. It's dark. Look outside your bedroom window. And I looked
Okay.
out on my little neighborhood there in Omak, Washington. He said, now watch what happens when I turn on the lights. Flip. You can't see.
Yeah, you can't see
You can't see
anything.
outside. I'm like,
Yeah.
Dad, you're the smartest guy
You just
ever.
leave-
So
yeah.
in that case, it actually was true.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. There you go, ladies.
Correct.
By the way, Abs and Bells, are you guys up to date on Love Island?
Of course. We watch together every single night, except for Wednesdays.
Ron, are you up to date?
I'm so happy to tell you I have no idea what you're talking about, Celeste.
I don't think Ron would like it if I'm being honest.
There you go. Hey, by the way, we got a great poll question for you today. This is our first time
Thanks,
to roll
ladies.
it out. So, the UK has announced a total ban on social media for under 16s. Should the U.S. do it too? Here are your options. 54% say, yeah, they're harmful and addictive. 41%, and right now we're laying it out there, so the numbers are going to move around. We can watch. 41% say no. It's got to be up to the parents,
Yeah.
not up to the government. And then 5% say 16 is just not realistic. Maybe if you put some restrictions on there, say for age 13 or 14, it might work. But let's go to Dave. Oh, no, wait, Celeste, you're looking at YouTube as well.
We got about 800 votes in just the last hour right now. Yes, all those platforms can be harmful and addictive, 54%, and no, it has to be up to the parents, not the government, 33%. And about 61 people liking this poll right now. And should we go to Big D? Let's go to
let's
Dave.
do it. Hello, Dave.
Hello, friends. Tons of people commenting on fox10phoenix.com/poll as well as on YouTube. Michael Owens in Phoenix says they have their whole life to be on social media. Let them be children for a little longer. Sam Reed, 6010, says the problem is enforcement. To enforce this ban, these platforms are going to try and force people to upload IDs or other personal information, which we've already proven these companies can't be trusted with. Liliana Lorena Romero says social media is pretty terrible for kids, but it's not up to the government to solve the problem by violating the constitutional rights of kids. And finally, Aaron Hansen, 2110, says good luck trying to enforce that. This is a job for quality parents, not government. Love the comments. Keep them coming, everybody.
By the way, note to Isabella, we're going to get to you after this next interview because we want to get to Nancy right away. But Isabella, hang out because I know she's been working that story for us on the plot that apparently was aimed at the White House just the other day. Here is Nancy Altman. She is the president of Social Security Works, and she has a book. She's the author of a book, Celeste. I'm going to pop her up right here on cam for us. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Good morning.
Can you hear us okay? Oh, there we go. Now we got you. What is the title of your book again, Nancy?
Well, I've actually written a number of books, but the one I think you're referring to is Social Security Works for Everyone.
Okay.
Does it really, though?
It does, and we can. I'm happy to talk to you about that.
All right. Well, let's start with that. How does it help? First, let's start about maybe people who are putting money into the system, but maybe they don't think it's going to be there when they decide to retire.
Well, there's been a small group who've hated Social Security from the beginning. And in fact, I've now been working on Social Security for, if you can believe it, half a century. And when I started, I was told I was not going to see my benefits, that those old folks, those greedy geezers are going to take all our money. And the only thing that happened was that now I aged, and so it's my children who are not going to get their benefits. The reality is that Social Security is extremely responsibly managed and financed, and it absolutely will be there as long as we want it to be there.
So is the, when you take a look at what's in the fund now and these predictions that, the government's contract with, I just can never see a time, politicians would be voted out of office en masse if they let Social Security expire. But are there things that you think would be the best move to try to, I can remember, I think it was all the way back in either the 80s or 90s when they finally decided they were going to start raising the age. It used to be 65 for everybody, and now I think it goes up to maybe around 68 on this sliding scale. What should be done now?
Well, Social Security, as I say, is extremely carefully managed. It's a pension plan that provides benefits in the event that your wages are lost, in the event of becoming so disabled you can no longer support yourself through work, if you die leaving children, or if you have the good fortune to live to old age and retire. Like every pension plan, private as well as public, there are about 60 actuaries at the Social Security Administration in Washington, D.C., or in Baltimore, actually, who are carefully monitoring it to make sure that there will always be enough revenue to pay benefits. Because unlike the federal government, which runs deficits every year, Social Security can only pay benefits if it has enough dedicated revenue to cover not only the cost of the benefits, but the administrative costs.
So is it time to raise the age once again like they did in the 80s, or what?
That would be the wrong thing to do. We really should be increasing the revenue. And what we need to do is require the billionaires among us to start paying their fair share, which they don't now do. 96% of workers pay all year long into Social Security, but those who earn at the top stop paying in after they've earned $185,000. And what many think is that cap should be eliminated, and that those very wealthy pay on all of their income. If you do that, not only can you pay Social Security as far as the eye can see in full and on time, but you actually can raise benefits. And I think it's time to raise benefits.
When you talk about raising benefits, we have about 30 seconds left, and I know this is kind of a long question and maybe a little bit might need more time, but is it easy to do?
Oh, It would take an act of Congress. It's simple to do. And there are a number of bills in Congress that would do that, raise benefits by $2,400 a year is one. And all it does is require those earning over $250,000 a year to pay their fair share. And everything is paid. Everybody will get every penny of benefits they've earned.
I love your positive outlook. You said, yes, it's very easy to do. All I would do, we would just need an act of Congress.
You know, I love your garden in the background. I keep staring. Is that a little garden you have behind you there, Nancy? What's happening?
Yes, this is, I'm very fortunate. I working from my home office, and we have a park in the back with children, an elementary school, so I have the delightful sound of children playing.
What state are you in, by the way?
I'm just outside Washington, D.C. in Maryland.
Tell us about that book of yours one more time so we can go look it up.
It's called Social Security Works for Everyone. And in fact, I have a new book coming out called The Road to Medicare for All, which will be out this fall. So thank you so much for asking about it and for having me on.
Thank you, Nancy. You're very
Nancy
pleasant.
Altman.
We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Okay, time for a break here. But coming up, the World Cup duck who's going viral, and Celeste, some kids from Arizona who know a lot about America 250.
Woohoo.
We love these guys.
All right, we'll be right back.
All right. Oh, Celeste, we're so excited about this interview coming up.
Yes, we are.
Aren't we? Because America 250 is going on. And there was a contest across the USA, and we have 3 Arizona winners who are joining us right. Look at this. Oh, my gosh. We have all 3 of these young students joining us.
Yes, we do.
Hey, in the middle is Zhenrui. And let me just ask you, tell us a little, because I want each of you guys to show your artwork. Tell us about the contest and what it was all about.
Yeah, so first of all, this is my artwork right here.
Okay.
And as for the contest itself, so the America's Field Trip Contest is hosted by the America 250 organization, and basically we wanted to celebrate and commemorate America's 250th birthday.
Okay.
And to me, the reason why I wanted to participate in this contest in the first place was because when thinking about what America 250 means to a lot of people, I think that they think about celebration. So I wanted to honor another side of that. And in my art piece here, you can see that it shows different pieces of war loss and sacrifice made by soldiers in the American wars fought that kind of shaped what the nation that we have is today.
Wow. It's beautiful. What did you use to create it?
So I used both charcoal and color pencil.
Yeah.
So as you can tell, a lot of the background is very monochrome. So the blue, the black, and the white, and all of that is charcoal. And then I use a little bit of a pop of color here in the bottom here using color pencil. And then in the back where there is a bit of a fire, I use paint to do that.
Wow, isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that is so powerful.
Oh my goodness, it's just amazing. All right, let's chat with Kitelynn. Nice to see you, honey.
Hi, Kitelynn. Hey, hold yours up. Ready? Okay, and turn it this way toward the camera a little bit more.
There you go.
Now, Ronnie, are you able to zoom in on that? Let's take a look.
And so...
Yeah. And
Okay.
tell us about it, Kitelynn. Oh, come right up to that microphone. There you go. Yeah, right
Got
up
it?
close by.
Yeah, there you go.
My art represents the freedoms that I have in the past, present, and future. The roots represents what our forefathers gave up to make the foundation of America. Without the foundation of America, we would not have the beautiful country we have today.
Okay.
The flowers represent the beautiful freedoms I have now, such as religious freedoms, being able to school as a girl, and being homeschooled.
Oh, that's so great.
I know, it's so colorful.
How long did you work on this?
I worked on it for about 2 months.
And where did your inspiration come from? I love the sun, how it says freedom's light, and it's kind of shining its sunny rays down on the tree.
I think what my inspiration came from is that I wanted to show my gratefulness to the past and what that gave for us today.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, so Kitelynn is homeschooled, and Zhenrui, who we just heard from, is a proud Hamilton. What are you guys again? You're Hamilton High School?
Yes, so I'm a rising senior, about to be at Hamilton.
Wow.
But what's your mascot? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, Hamilton Huskies.
The Huskies.
Yeah.
How could I forget the Huskies?
Ron loves Huskies. He's from UW, University of Washington.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go to college?
That's a great question. So right now, I'm not quite sure. I do want to go out of state just to kind of escape the Arizona heat a little bit, but I think I want to do more college tours before I decide.
Good for
Well,
you.
you have two different schools to choose from that are both Huskies, Washington and UConn. Let's bring Jason in. We're excited to talk to Jason now. Maybe, buddy, you could tell us a little bit about what you came up with.
My artwork is about the history that shaped the USA. In the middle are the founding fathers signing the Declaration of Independence. Here's Armstrong planting the U.S. flag on the moon. Here are 3 national landmarks: the Liberty Bell, the Statue of Liberty, and the Washington Monument, which represents freedom.
Did you ever say to yourself, I want to portray all of these? I don't know if I can squeeze it in.
Yes.
Yeah. But then you did.
Yeah, I did.
It's so spectacular.
Did you sketch it first, or what was like the process?
First, I sketched like the founding fathers, then I painted it, and I did it with the whole artwork, sketching the piece first, and then I painted it and moved on to the next piece.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so detailed.
So
well
do
done.
you guys get to get out and about this summer and see some of America? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I get to go to Boston.
Okay.
I chose Boston because I was born in Boston, but I moved out at the age of 2 and lived in Arizona ever since.
Wow.
Oh, okay,
Got to
great.
go to a Red Sox game.
I know.
Brush up on Sweet
yes.
Caroline.
Zen, what was your city that you wanted to visit?
So I'm going to San Francisco, and I'm super excited because I've never been to San Francisco before. And I chose San Francisco because it really holds a lot of meaning to my own story. So as an Asian immigrant, one of the destinations that we are going to in San Francisco is Angel Island, which really was a trademark and a landmark of hope and opportunity for a lot of the Asian immigrants that came here, because Angel Island does serve as an immigration processing center. So I'm super excited to move beyond what I've learned in textbooks and in history classes and being able to step into the shoes of these immigrants.
How about you, Kitelynn? Where you want to go?
I chose North and South Dakota because we get to visit Mount Rushmore, and on Mount Rushmore there is Thomas Jefferson, and he is a lawyer, and that's what I want to be when I grow up.
Oh, fantastic. Better make room for one more face up there. Watch Kitelynn and what she's got in store. This is so exciting, you guys.
know.
By the way, I went to North and South Dakota for a week-long vacation. You're going to fall in love with both states. They're both really cool. I'm excited for you guys.
So what happens to your artwork now? Do you guys is it on display anywhere? Do we get to see it? Is it online?
I think you can access it online.
Okay, good, because your artwork is beautiful.
It's really great.
Yeah,
we got to
congratulations.
find a museum or something to put these pieces up in. I mean, they're spectacular.
Maybe we should put it in our brand new lobby, Ron.
We have a lot of room. You guys saw, right?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh, this is so great. Okay, congratulations. Maybe come back and see us here when you guys are getting ready to launch your careers.
Yeah.
Right? The future is very bright.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you so
all
much for
coming in.
interviewing
Yeah,
us.
congratulations.
Yeah, for sure.
Have fun on your trips.
Thank you.
Hey, so as we you guys just hang out with us for a couple of minutes here, because one of the things we wanted to talk about, Celeste, was this story coming in from D.C. There was a plot aimed at that UFC event. Now, Isabella has been kind of working up the details on it. Bella, can you tell us what you've learned so far?
Yeah, this is a really crazy story. So law enforcement officials have been able to disrupt a plot, an attack essentially, on the UFC fights that was held at the White House this past weekend. So this is all according to unsealed court documents, but what happened is the FBI was able to intercept encrypted maps and messages detailing this very thorough and thought out plan of attacking this UFC show with both explosive-laden drones as well as guns. So a really, really scary story, but essentially these plotters were communicating with maps, messages across TikTok groups because they were upset with the direction the country was going, as they say, and they were essentially plotting to come to this event and attack, again, with those drones and guns. There were messages including needing a safe house and escape routes after the attack, as well as some very disturbing messages saying how they would shoot at panicked crowd members as they fled. A really intense story.
There's no doubt it really is. By the way, these are the pictures that came in from the White House, Isabella, and I mean, they did a great job with this. It all came out without a hitch.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I think, Celeste, until the next day or so that we all woke up to the story that somebody was going to try to completely disrupt. I mean, I guess if you're the president, you just have to, or you live in the White House, you have to be on your toes 24/7. It's a sort of a sad commentary on the time. But did they give an idea, Bella, of how many people they think might have been involved in the plot?
Yeah, so the FBI has identified nearly 24 people who were plotters involved in this, 20 as of right now, and they have arrested 5 people so far across multiple states, including Ohio, Missouri, and California.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Well, great work on their part, and Isabella, I know you've been digging into it. Thank you,
Bells. A couple of your comments on the children. Patrick Perry says, "I love the students' enthusiasm. Keep up the great work and keep up the focus." And he also says, "Students' artwork is awesome," and it really was awesome.
I mean, everything leading up to America 250 on the 4th of July has just been,
and they were so well spoken, Ron.
And the other thing that's happening is we have all these people in from around the world, and they can't believe how great America is. They're posting on social, on like Instagram and TikTok, etc. And it's like, yeah, let's take a step back.
Yes.
I watched, there was a guy yesterday who posted a video. I can't believe these are high school stadiums in Texas.
Yeah.
They have high school football stadiums that seat like 15, 18,000 people.
And did you see the guy who was getting free refills of Coke?
No.
He's like, oh, these are free? Like, free refills. You know what else they're loving?
No.
Ranch dressing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, people are all over social media. All these people from other parts of the world that are visiting the United States are loving on Buc-ee's and the military flyovers.
Buc-ee's,
yeah. We have a
yes.
Buc-ee's coming. We're going to be there live next week.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Good.
So a lot happening.
Okay, so all of that's going on. And by the way, speaking of the World Cup and everything that has people talking, here is the World Cup duck, Celeste.
How cute is this little guy?
That is taking America by storm. So this is Mexico City, and this is Merlin, not a magician, it's Merlin the duck, who's gone viral now with millions of views on social.
Oh,
Look at him waddling through the rain there in the heart of Mexico City.
Oh, my goodness. So sweet.
Yeah. So apparently what he does is he just gets out there, he waddles through the streets of the city, and he's got his little soccer uniform going there.
Yeah.
And people they just love it. His owner sells drinks from a little cart on the weekends.
Oh, that must be the cart that you see right next to him.
Yes. But now, whoever that owner is, has gone viral with her duck.
Oh.
So I love it.
So Merlin apparently belongs to Carla Gomez, the street vendor, Ron, that you've been talking about.
Sure.
She kind of walks around through the capital there, Mexico City. Originally given as a gift to her young son, Christian, the duck has now become the boy's inseparable companion and is a regular sight around the Zócalo. Zócalo is like a center city, the area in around center city, like where you have shops.
Plaza, also the plaza with the big cathedral there.
The Zócalo.
Yeah.
So it's very known there.
Yeah.
And so you'll see him. You'll see Merlin, the duck, and it's so sweet.
Now, you won't see us until tomorrow, but here's what you'll see next.
Anita and Ty.
And on YouTube, Anita and Ty.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll miss you. Bye.
Good Tuesday morning, everybody. We're going to continue things rolling here on Fox 10 Talks at 11 o'clock. A fun show ahead.
Absolutely. It's jam-packed.
It's jam-packed indeed.
Jam-packed show.
All right, let's get into our first guest here this morning. We have Darcy Bergen, president of Bergen Financial, and we are talking this morning about I guess finances, summer vacations.
Yeah. Oh.
Everything is so expensive right now. Gas prices, airfare. So how are we going to, I guess,
take a
budget
vacation?
Yeah. Well, you know, last year, many people took a vacation and they put it on their credit card, about 40%. And half of those didn't pay it off. They're still paying it off. So I think about vacations, we got to have a great vacation, but come up with the amount of money we can spend for this year's vacation, and then accordingly build your vacation around that budget.
Yeah, so what's a typical vacation cost?
About $4,000 is what they're saying right now. People are about to spend.
For how many people and where are they headed?
A family out of town. Most of the people that take a vacation, they're going to use airfare. They're going to spend some time in a hotel. So that's very expensive.
Let me ask you this. You mentioned that they're putting it on their credit cards. Is that a wise choice? I mean,
it's a wise choice if you can pay it off.
That's what I was going to say. Okay.
Because it's safe. If something goes on your credit card, you can get it expunged. But if you can't pay it off, we need to maybe pay cash.
Gotcha.
I think.
What about there's all these websites now have like the buy now, pay in increments like Klarna and all these other kind of things that are popping up. Are those a safe route if maybe you can't afford that giant flight purchase up front to do this?
I think it gets you trapped in a place where you're paying a payment. So I think cash is king when it comes to vacation. How much cash can I spend each and every day? And that's what I'm going to spend. And then after the cash is gone, I'm going to go back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Is it smart? You know, some people have, they'll start setting money aside for like the holidays, for Christmas or birthdays, graduations. So, you know, you want to take a trip in June. Is it smart to start budgeting? And you may not know where you want to go or how much it's going to cost, but is it smart to do that? We see that family budget there. Start taking a little bit of money out of each paycheck if you can.
It takes so much discipline, but man, is it ever smart. It's so smart to do it that way.
And that's kind of a thing that maybe the wife, husband come together, look at the finances, because I think that's probably the biggest obstacle, right, is making sure you have enough money to start spending that kind of money.
I think so many families don't treat their family or their marriage as somewhat of a business. Well, let's have a business plan. Let's get together maybe once a quarter and talk about our money, build a plan together so we're on the same page. I think it's very important.
Obviously, kind of these summer vacations, people love this. It's a time where they can come together, disconnect from their job. But maybe if it's not in the cards right now, are there some other alternatives, some cheaper ways that folks can experience?
Man, staycation is fun. Take the kids to the water park in the summer. It's a great time. They're going to remember that.
Sure.
I don't think kids I don't think really remember how much money we spent on them. They remember the time.
Sure.
Put the devices away. Go to a hotel in town, go to the water park, do some things
Or
together.
day trips even. We have so many great destinations and hiking, and I know it's warm, but even if you head up north, you could do that for a day.
Sure. Yeah.
They have that barefoot trail, for example, and then come back and, you know, gas is pricey too. You have to budget for that, but hopefully these prices are going back down.
I mean, we're blessed, I think, to be in Phoenix, where we can take a day trip to Flagstaff and Arizona and different things, get out of the heat. And
I was going to ask you this too, because sometimes when you're on a vacation, you kind of get in that relaxed mode. You're a little bit more lax when it comes to everything, and then all of a sudden, you're using that credit card. You're charging.
Go
you're
ahead
going
and get
shopping,
room service.
And then so you really do kind of, I guess, need to make a budget before you buy tickets and hotels, but you also need to make sure that you're budgeting day-to-day activities once you're on vacation.
That's
too,
true.
right?
Yes, I think have that amount of money that we're going to spend each and every day, and don't go over budget.
Yeah. Sometimes harder, easier said than done, though, right?
It is. Yes.
You always say, treat yourself. We don't do it often.
But then you can really get yourself into some trouble.
Yeah.
How can folks find you if they wanted to get some more information about what you do as far as financial planning and all that kind of stuff?
Well, we're at bergenfinancialgroup.com. Cool. We do the 5 pillars, so we're not just about investing money. We're about tax planning, income planning, Social Security planning, estate planning. So all of those things kind of need to be looked at together.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well,
Good
thanks for
advice.
coming in.
Thanks for having me.
And if you have any other segments that you want to talk about, we'd love to have you come back
that'd be
again.
great. Yeah.
All right.
Avoid debt. Avoid debt.
Well, I guess our Zoom guest is not ready yet. So guess what? 11:05. Oh, we got 5 more seconds until he's supposed to log on. So we can still talk with you, Darcy. When you say the 5 pillars, can you go over what are those 5 pillars?
Well, the tax planning is so important. I mean, taxes, I think today are the cheapest we've seen them for decades. So that's a great time for people to take advantage of their tax plan and maybe convert some of their IRAs to Roth IRAs, to tax-free accounts, so that when they retire, not all their money is going to be taxable. If you're going to go on Social Security, talk to a financial advisor and say, hey, is now the right time? Maybe I should delay a little bit, take more money out of my IRA. So tax planning, income planning when we're close to retirement is big.
And those go hand in hand too, because you want someone that knows what they're doing to kind of help you get the biggest bang for your buck when you retire.
Yeah, we see people that if they would have taken less out of their IRA at different years, they would have paid less tax. Or if people should take more out of the IRA when they retire, depending on their tax bracket.
Obviously, my opinion is talk to a person, but we have so many people using AI. What's your opinion on using AI for any type of direction?
I think AI is a great start, but I think a human being, when we're talking about kind of holistic financial planning, is important too.
You don't want to give it. These robots don't know what they're talking about half the time, right?
All this talk really makes me anxious because I don't know a lot about it, and so I don't even know where to begin. And
call Darcy.
I know.
Do you need a new client?
No.
We're still taking clients. So.
Are you paying?
But it is important because I think people need to get those finances straight because, I mean, budgeting is so hard. And keeping to that budget and being strict when it comes to that budget, I think, is one of the hardest things.
I think one of the make budgeting simple is let's put away enough to retire. Like let's save into our 401k and 10% of our income to saving, some emergency money, and then let's spend the rest.
Okay.
Right, let's blow the rest.
I like that. I like that.
Can't take it with you, they say. Can't take it with you.
Yeah, they always say that. I love that. All right, are we good to go now?
Just about.
Oh, we're just about. All right.
There we go.
Well, Darcy, thank you so much for coming in. Some good tips, and again, we'll put his information on our website too if you want to get a hold of Darcy with some information on how you can be saving yourself some money and doing some
financial
budgeting.
planning.
That's the word I was looking for. I don't even like that word. It's a hard B word to say. Budgeting, right?
It is. Let's go to our next guest, Ivan. Is it Meissner?
Yes.
Hi, Ivan. How are ya? Okay, so give us a second on our end, a little technical difficulty. We can't quite hear you.
Ooh.
Ah,
we got
there
you now.
We got you.
Oh, you got.
How's
it's
it
good to be
going?
had.
Can you hear us?
I can. Yes.
Good.
You got me.
We're good to go. All right, so Dr. Ivan, let's talk about this. We are talking about when you meet people, you sometimes forget their names.
Oh.
But you have come up with a plan to kind of help people do that. So what are we talking about, and how do we learn how to do this?
Well, look, first of all, I am not great at remembering names, just like a lot of people. And so I think it's really important to start with the stop the name shaming. The fact that, you may have some challenges remembering names. Don't beat yourself up. There are things, however, that you can do to remember names. The first one is repetition. Repetition is key. When you're first introduced to someone, you want to ask them to repeat their name. And this helps you connect sort of the face with the name. It's also really important to ask people when you meet them, tell me your name. Tell me that again. Pronounce that for me. So that you're making sure to get it right. Because more and more we're doing business globally and Americans can't deal with too many consonants in a name. So it's good to repeat it.
That is very true.
It's tough, I'll say, when we're out on live shots or interviewing people, and sometimes, you walk into that room and you say, hi, and my name is, but there's so much going on that you're preparing for this live shot, all this information you're taking in, that I'll be honest with you, by the time I say good morning to the camera, I forgot his
the person's name.
That is a challenge, and that's why you want to repeat it. It's also good, to in a networking environment to wear a name badge. I think that's really important. I remember one person saying, everybody knows me. I don't know you. I don't know you. So having a name badge is good. Having in your notes, making sure when you're doing the interview to have in your notes the name of the person so that you can look to it and kind of cheat a little bit and remember who it is that you're talking to. People love to have their names remembered.
I like this when you say dedicate it to memory. When you are back home, review your meeting and try to remember what that person looked like and what they were saying and doing. And that's another way to kind of ingrain it in your memory.
Yeah, it is. And I like to write on the back of people's business cards. And I'll ask them, is it okay if I write a note on the back of your business card? And the reason for that is if you remember the conversation, if you say something about the conversation, then you're much more likely to remember the person. Now, one caveat to that, there are certain cultures where writing on a business card is not okay.
Oh, really?
Mostly Asian countries, Japan, China, India, don't even ask if it's okay.
Oh.
It's not. So if you're in those countries or you're dealing with people from those cultures, have a little notepad so that you can write their name and write down something that they said so you can remember them later.
Yeah.
One thing that my husband and I will do, we might run into someone at a restaurant or the grocery store, and I'll say to him, oh, I know this person, but I don't remember their name. I'll say, go introduce yourself. And then you're hoping the other person introduces themselves to your husband, like, hi, I'm Ty. Oh, I'm Nita. Oh, nice to meet you. Or I'll say...
I think this is a spousal technique.
Yeah.
I do that with my wife.
Is it? Okay, because I'll say, oh, hi, so good to see you. How are you? This is my husband, Ty. And then Ty, I'll say, this is my husband, and Ty's supposed to say, I'm Ty. And then you can say, I'm Carl.
And then you finally get their name.
Absolutely. And you mentioned grocery store. You know, sometimes when you meet somebody out of context, it's hard to remember who they are. And I literally met the wife of a business associate of mine at a fundraiser at my house. And then I saw them at the grocery store, and they started talking to me, and it was clear I didn't remember her name. And I'm like, okay, give me context. When did we last connect? And she said, at your fundraiser. I'm like, yes,
there you go.
Wife.
So it's
And she said,
okay.
yes.
It's okay to admit, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I know you, but I don't remember your name. Because I'll tell you, I do. I just say, I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names, and I can't quite place where we talked last.
Yeah, and so one way to get around it a little bit is, hey, you know, when somebody says, hey, good to see you, you know, when you walk up to someone, don't say good to meet you. You say good to see you. And they'll, yeah, it's good to see you again. And, you know, we saw each other at such and such place. And then you have context. And when you have context, it's much more likely to be able to remember who it is that you're talking to.
All right. Well,
the key is to try to dedicate it to memory at the time, if possible.
Thank
Some
you.
good tips. We appreciate it. Thanks so much for taking the time to talk to us. We'll remember your name now.
You promise?
having a good day?
There we go.
You having a good day, Tuesday?
Yes, we love a good Tuesday. Terrific Tuesday. Okay.
It is terrific.
You're a voracious reader.
I am.
But you know what? Okay, so this is funny. I told Anita I started this book, and I was like, "You've got to start it. It's really good."
No, you
No,
said
hold
you
on.
hadn't started it yet. I said, "What are you reading?" And you told me the name of this book. And so I said, "Okay," and I borrowed it from the library on my Libby app. And then I said to you, Ty, I don't know. And you said, "Yeah, I haven't started it yet."
No, that's not true.
Yes,
I
it
said
is.
you'll get into it. But then guess what happened? Now I'm like more than halfway through, and I'm like, this is actually really boring, and nothing's
Okay, good.
happening. So now,
Because my loan expired, and then I frantically went back. I'm like, Ty said to give it another shot, and so I did, and then it expired again.
so don't finish it.
I can't do it.
Oh, I know. But guess
I'm
what?
sorry.
We have some. If you're a reader like we are, we have a great next guest that's going to help you kind of, I guess, filter through all of the good books that are out there and maybe find something good for your summer reading.
So many good books. We want to introduce Lindsay Powers. She is the senior editor on the Amazon editorial team. You're talking specifically nonfiction, history, and culture, and you've been a writer for more than 20 years. Look at you. We can't hear you, Lindsay. Hold on a second. We're going to see. It's probably on our end, Lindsay.
Give us a second.
Yeah. Let's see what.
Lindsay, is your audio working? We're not hearing you for some
We
reason.
can hear Dave in our ear. Is the senior editor on the
Yeah, Lindsay, we're not hearing you for some reason.
All right. Well, hold on.
We're working
We're
on
going
it.
to go back to our two-shot.
Okay. What are you reading now?
Well, I'm still trying to get through that book.
You are?
I'm still trying.
I have another book, but let me see if I can figure out what it's called.
Okay.
It is fiction. I'm more of a fiction, but I do like a good historical
Fiction, yeah. Lindsay, do we have you now?
I'm here. I'm ready
gotcha.
to talk books. I'm so excited.
We're so excited too. Okay, because we do love a good book, and especially when you find that unput downable book, there's nothing better. I get so excited to go home and be like, I get to go home and read. But it's been a while since I've had one of those books. I'm kind of in a reading slump, Lindsay, so we're hoping you can help us.
Oh, I'm so pumped to be here because I heard you saying you were having a hard time with boring books earlier, and I am here to reassure you that the Amazon editors' best books of the year so far are like just page turners from the beginning to the end.
I want to start right now with the book that's behind you on your left shoulder. This is on my London Falling. I have that one bookmarked for my next read.
It's so good. It's our #2 best book of the year so far. It's our #1 nonfiction pick. It's written by Patrick Radden Keefe, who is one of the most talented narrative nonfiction writers alive right now. This is a true kind of book you would hand to literally anyone. On one hand, it's a story about two parents who are racing against time to figure out what happened to their 19-year-old son who has just disappeared. And on the other hand, it's this incredible story. We zoom out about power and money and a lot of bad guys. It is just a rip-roaring true crime story that you will probably read in a single sitting.
Really?
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to make sure.
I'm right now going to Libby and
London
seeing if
Falling.
I can. It's probably going to be like a 3-year wait. I might have to buy this one.
Well, I'll tell you, if you get it on Amazon, it'll probably be on your doorstep by the end of this
There you go.
Stand by.
A good plug, Lindsay.
Stand by. How did you get into what you're doing? You've been an author for 20 years. You're an editor. How'd you get started? Because I would imagine, like us, you were under the covers with a flashlight reading all night long when you weren't supposed to be.
100%. That was the first place that I learned how to walk, was to the library, and now to be able to work at a place where all we do is connect readers to incredible books is awesome. Storytelling is how we all come together. But yeah, I was a writer for a long time. My book, You Can't F Up Your Kids, came out in 2020. And now I'm on the Amazon Books editorial team. We're this small team of book lovers and book experts that reads really widely. We read over 1,000 books a year.
I was just going to ask you.
We want to make sure that we're only surfacing the very best, and across all genres: mystery, history, fiction, nonfiction. Life is too short to read a bad book.
That is very true. Okay, so that was my next question.
that.
If you start a book and you just can't get into it, I am kind of one of those people where if I really just can't do it, I'm like, all right, I'm just going to put it away. Is that okay to do, or are you one of those people you push through to the end?
Oh, never. In fact, I am hereby giving you permission to DNF. Do not finish any book that you do not like. I do this to all my friends.
I love
I think
this.
people read for a lot of different reasons, right? Whether to be informed or entertained or delighted. And there's nothing worse than getting in a reading rut, which is why we love our list so much, because none of it feels like homework. None of it feels like, oh man, I really have to slog through this. Like, we're the first ones to be like, get out of here if we don't like this book.
Are you a actual physical book? I need a book in hand, or will you go to the Kindle?
I'm a Kindle person, to be honest, because I like to be able to bounce around. I like to read on the beach. I have a little Kindle that I can put in my jacket pocket, which is really nice when I'm running around with my kids or in line at the grocery store. But sometimes I like a real book. Sometimes I like an audiobook, like for a memoir. That's fun.
Yeah. That is fun.
Those are good when you're driving to work at 3:30 in the morning
To
and
keep
there's
you
really
awake.
nothing good on the radio. Like
100%.
the autobiographies, or even maybe like one of those positive thinking motivational books. Maybe something about finances, and I can soak all that into my early morning brain. Yeah,
I have a great book recommendation for you to keep you awake while you're driving to work at 3:30 in the morning. Okay, the number 3 book on our list is called Yesteryear by Carol Claire Burke. It is kind of a genre bender. It's a little bit of something for everyone.
You
so
know
it's
us
about a
well.
woman named I hope so. It's about a woman, Natalie, who is an Instagram influencer. She is a homesteader or a trad wife. She has 8 million followers. Of course, not as all as it appears on her perfect social media life. This is a super unhinged family novel. It takes a twist that I will not say anymore because I do not want to spoil anything, but I will tell you as soon as you finish it, you will be racing to your book club, or maybe inspired to start a book club if you don't have one, because it is just totally a rip-roaring read.
I love that.
Well, now that I have 2 new books in my Amazon basket.
Right? What are some other ones that you can give us? What are some of the other top ones that folks are really clamoring to get their hands on?
Well, we have to talk about our number 1 pick, Kin by Tayari Jones. This is an incredible story of 2 best friends, Annie and Nisi, who have known each other since they were literal babies. They shared a cradle together. We follow them throughout the course of their lives. And this is just a really stunning meditation on the families we're born into and the families that we create. And I honestly, I couldn't put it down. I read it on a plane that was getting rerouted all over America because of tornadoes, and I was like, that's fine, I'll just bump around the skies. I just wanted more time to read. It's such a good story.
I love that. Now, you personally, since you do a lot of reading, what is your go-to genre?
Well, I'm a nonfiction and a history person, if given the choice, just because I think that sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction. But that's why I really love our best books of the year so far list, because it gives me an opportunity to read something I might otherwise not. I really liked a romance on it called Cherry Baby. I call it an adult romance because you don't really know how it's going to end. She has a choice to make. It's not super tropey. I loved it, and I've been recommending that to everybody. But I think that's like the cool thing. You might find a hidden gem that surprises you.
What was the criteria to get on the list? How did you guys, there's so many fantastic books out there. And while this is a nice expansive list, how do we choose?
So each month we pick our top 10 best books of the month, and then we actually get in a conference room and fight about our best books of the year. I mean, we're readers. It doesn't get too violent, but we're passionate about our jobs. We take it really seriously. And we want books to be incredible from the first page to the last. If it starts dragging, again, we let it go. We want these to be the books that you are talking about with your friends, texting your parents, your neighbors. And so not only do we have our best books of the year so far list, which is 20 books across all different genres, but if you go on Amazon.com, best books so far, you can get all different category picks. So, if you want to get into romantasy or sci-fi or history, there's something for you.
Okay. Anita, I think, is checking right now because she and we kind of have the same genre. We like a good,
Thriller.
mystery
that
thriller.
London Calling looks really good.
That's why I said that one I think needs to be my next read. But
why
do you have
didn't
any...
you recommend it already?
Well, I just saw someone talk about it. But do you have something in that genre for us, a thriller that you like?
Okay, so I have to bring up number 5 on our list, which is called Night Objects. It's by Eli Raphael. It's a debut book, and she really hit it out of the park with this one. This one is full of suspense. It's very atmospheric. It's great if you were a fan of God of the Woods. It's about this teenager who is reeling from a personal loss, and she is sent to a boarding school where secrets are swirling and danger is lurking. You will feel as if you are in rural Washington with her. It's one of those that's like a real kind of a bone chiller and a gripping novel.
Okay, I like the sound of that.
I always feel...
She's adding all of these to her cart right now, by the way.
I've done my job.
In
That's
3 weeks, and I go home to visit my parents, and while we spend a lot of time with them, all I do is read. I just take the Kindle with me in the car. So anywhere we're driving, grocery stores, to visit, but I feel like put a book in a kid's hand and you're opening up that whole wide world to them. But that's where it all starts. They can learn so much, they can enjoy so much, and then they read into adulthood.
Absolutely. I mean, those are some of my favorite books, right? I have a 10 and a 12-year-old, and any time that I can get them excited about reading, I could not be more thrilled. And that's also like a great thing to note, right? Kids reading, like we have children's lists, we have YA lists. So if you're like, I need to buy a gift for my 6-year-old cousin, and I would have no idea even where to begin, we have 20 for you.
All right, Lindsay, we have about 30 seconds left, and this is going to be the hardest question. Do you have a favorite book of all time?
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is like asking me to pick my favorite child. But I will say, I'm going to go backlist. I recently finished The Power Broker, the iconic biography of Robert Moses by Robert Caro. It's like a 1,200-page biography, and I read every page with joy.
Okay, that's some good ones. Lindsay, thank you so much. This has been so much fun. And Anita and I think...
Feel free to send us samples.
Oh, yeah. A promo code, Lindsay. We'll take it. It was so nice meeting you. Thanks for your time.
So nice to meet you. Let me know what you read.
Okay, we will. We'll have to have her back again.
Yeah,
do some more
fun.
book talk.
Happy reading, folks. Pick up a book.
All right, that's going to do it for us on this Tuesday, but much more Fox 10 Talks. It continues right now.
Okay, here we are at 11:30, and you're looking live over. This is not a mystery cam, by the way. We're just going to reveal it. It's Dean's Choice. We learn something new every day. This is Kalamazoo, which, Des, I feel like is one of those cities that we have all heard about and yet have maybe never been there.
Yeah,
right?
I haven't been. Have you? Yeah, of course you have.
Actually, I don't think so.
Oh.
When I was a kid, we drove through this part of Michigan, and we stopped in Battle Creek, which the Kellogg's factory tour, especially if you're a kid.
Oh, I bet their city smells great. You know, Buffalo smells delicious too.
Oh, is that right?
Because they make Cheerios downtown.
They
like
do?
There's
Really?
the Cheerio factory, so you get a good wind and you smell the Cheerios in the air. So,
and the wind generally blows off the lake, so you can generally count on
better
it.
than the smell of fish.
So here is the thing. Kalamazoo, what's one thing to learn about it? Where does the name come from? Well, it is a Potawatomi word from the native peoples of long ago that is supposed to mean boiling pot. And so that is I asked AI, I said, give me some of the theories. And it gave me 5 different theories from where the name Kalamazoo comes from. Wow. But that's the number one. Okay. So it means boiling pot in the Potawatomi language.
Okay, interesting.
And we all walk away from today's show just a little bit smarter.
Exactly. Put that in your back pocket.
We have Detective Laura Cervantes here with Mesa Police. There's something called Operation Ride Compliance. Mesa, I live out in Mesa. Did I mention that too?
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I live in Mesa. And so it is one of the 40 largest cities in America. People do not realize or appreciate.
It's so big.
It's so big. Yeah. I moved 25 minutes away from my last house. And I'm still in Mesa. I love it. I love everything about Mesa. But what is this operation and what should we all know about it?
So Operation Ride Compliance is an initiative we start June 25th. Okay. And our focus is going to be on enforcement and then educating and safety of our community when it comes to e-bikes, motor-driven cycles, and e-scooters.
Okay. So what do folks need to know? Because there are new laws that were recently put on the books in February, I was seeing. But this operation that starts June 25th, what do residents need to be keeping in mind?
Well, keep in mind first that our goal is to keep the community safe. We've had an uptick or a trend about some unsafe riding and just maybe not complying with the laws that we have now. So our hope is that we can help enforce some of the laws that are out there now and really avoid traffic accidents and all of the dangerous stuff that can come along with people riding them unsafely so that we can keep our community safe.
And you were the star in this video here.
Oh, there I am.
Your media team out there in Mesa is great. You guys
They're amazing.
Are so creative on social. But this is kind of walking us through that enforcement that begins in June.
Okay, so what are I don't know if we want to call them the misconceptions, but what are the key points of the law that people need to know we're talking about here?
We want them to know, first of all, that there are laws. We want our youth and we want people doing things safely, but there are laws we need to abide by in doing so. Those laws can be found on our Mesa Police website. There's an e-bike section that will give them all the laws of the different rules when it comes to age.
What are those rules?
Well, there is an age limit depending on the type of e-bike or motor-driven cycle there are. Right. So my recommendation would be, so that we don't confuse things at all, or I don't confuse things, go straight to that website so that all the specifics are there.
I'm looking because, it is kind of confusing.
Yeah.
So I definitely think if you're a parent and you're giving your child an e-bike or e-scooter, you probably should get familiar with this because there's a difference here even between a class 1, a class 2, and a class 3 e-bike. I mean, to go through all the differentiation. But for example, because I'm looking on the website too, class 1 e-bikes, a pedal assist only and has a top motor assisted speed of 20 miles per hour. And then it gets broken down by other specifics
levels,
of the bike
like
as
that.
well, right?
But for that basic
but in
one,
general, what do we want to see when it comes to safety?
We want to make sure safety equipment's being worn. depending on the classification, there's helmets that need to be worn, maybe eye protection, depending on what they are. There's places they are and are not allowed to ride them. So finding out where it's okay to have those items. And
Is
where
it
they're driving
okay
them
to
at.
do like tricks and things like that on a city street? Now, I don't think this is even Mesa. This is just file tape. But we saw these guys riding around, and they're out there on the street doing tricks.
And that's part of our concern. So there's safe places to ride them, and by no means do we want our community to think that we don't want those bikes around or that we don't want youth riding them. We just want them to be in a safe place where they're doing it so that they don't accidentally fall into traffic and cause an accident that might injure them or other people. So it's really important to know. For us, we'd want our community to know where those safe places are so that they can enjoy them.
Well, we were out, Ron, earlier. I don't know if you saw one of my live shots. We were out in downtown Chandler, and they were saying, yeah, we're seeing an issue here as well. So this isn't specific to Mesa. Chandler's seeing an issue. Gilbert is seeing an issue. But it is a good tool for parents. She was saying, I have to take my kids everywhere, and it's nice to let my 16-year-old get on his scooter and maybe go somewhere that I can't take him. So when it comes to June 25th, that date, will the community see any difference? Are they going to see more officers on the streets in their neighborhoods? Is there any visible changes that they'll notice?
Maybe not if they're not looking for it. I think the big thing is just I want our community to know that we're watching. And it's to keep them safe. We're not out there trying to catch people making mistakes, but when there's unsafe behaviors, we want to try and stop those from happening.
How about this? I'm just looking over the material you guys provided. In Arizona, riders must generally be at least 16 years old to operate an e-bike, and e-bikes are not permitted on sidewalks. So when I see what looks to me like 12-year-olds or 13 or 14-year-old, what happens in instances like that when you have a stop that you want to put into effect? Are the parents the ones that kind of could be fined, or ultimately how do you deal with it?
So that's going to be the enforcement portion that the officers are going to be taking there. And there's tons of resources that we have that we can use. Depending on each situation, it's going to be a little bit different. There are going to be things that we're going to have a zero tolerance and we're going to enforce. But this is going to be a great educational tool as well, and we're just hoping to get the word out. We, more likely than not, will probably talk to the parents because we're contacting a minor, right? And then that's a great time to educate and make sure that they're aware of the reason for the stop and what we can do to do a little bit better.
Perfect.
All right.
Nice.
Good
Watching
for
that
you
video
guys.
back, that was a beautiful park there in Mesa.
Yeah, where'd you shoot that one?
You'd have to ask my amazing video person.
Oh, they probably go out and get some extra shots, right? Yeah. Oh,
By the way,
nice though.
you
Looked like a
brought-
good fishing spot.
You brought the biggest posse of anybody today. We've even had the governor here. She didn't have like 5 people. So this is fantastic.
We have an amazing team, and
This is
most of
amazing.
us are new, and
Yeah.
so it's a great opportunity to come and meet you guys.
And you have a great training facility.
Yes.
I'll shout you out
right there on the edge of Mesa and Gilbert, right?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yes.
That's where I know Chandler for a fact. Chandler
Sure.
PD sends their guys and girls out to the Mesa training facility.
Does his
and you have a
husband's an
great-
officer in
great
Chandler,
facility.
so
Yeah. We appreciate you guys.
Okay.
Well, we're glad he's there.
Yeah, thank
Mesa
you so much.
Police, yeah, it's you guys do a great job. So
Yeah,
we
so
appreciate
be warned.
you.
So this crackdown
Yep.
starting June 25th.
All right. Hey, another story we're following, Des, has to do with we all are ready for summer, and we're all ready for the one. By the way, did you hear the Crystal's forecast today? 111.
Yeah, you were doing a happy dance over that. I don't know why.
You know what? A few years ago, I came to the conclusion, Des, that, look, we love life in the desert. There's no getting around these summertime temps. I mean, if you're independently wealthy and you have a condo in Hawaii or something, go for it, I suppose. But all of us, we have to put up with it. And so I'm like, let's just put a happy face on it. So that's my attitude the whole summer. In fact, if we get a 118 or a 120, I'm going to be like, yes, we still have it. We
Okay.
still got the mojo.
Yeah, that's where you lost me.
I know. But let's talk about it, because Wells Fargo says hosting a standard summer barbecue for 10 people is going to run you, right? If you get ready, you're going to have a bunch of friends come over and watch a World Cup game or whatever. $160, which is up from last year, although not bad, 2.5%. But the thing about it is it's all about the burgers. Did you see that?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it would cost more than that.
160?
Don't you? Yeah. I mean, burgers are expensive. I get a 4-pack of The burgers,
Angus
they're
beef
already
burgers,
in
yes.
the shape of the patty.
Sure.
They're not cooked.
Right.
But that package that I get of 4 is like close to $9.
Okay.
I do opt for the better, like fat, less fat.
Oh,
so I'm getting like,
do you? You go like 95.5 or 92.8, whatever it is?
Yeah, when I'm making it for the
Yeah.
family, I try to go a little more lean.
Well, good for you. We'll do like an 80-20.
Okay.
Or
So
an 80
maybe that's why.
or an 85-15 because it's just the sizzle on the grill. You have that extra fat in there, and it's just like, oh, it's so good and so tasty.
I try to convince myself maybe it's healthier, Ron, if it's leaner. Maybe it's not so bad. I'm eating this burger. All right.
Yeah, so anyway, just be aware, costs are up about 2%, but just the hamburgers, maybe you want to do the dogs this year or something else, pork chops or steak or something, because hamburger costs are up 14% from last year. They got to try to bring that down. And, Des, I don't know if you've already done your Father's Day gift shopping for your beloved papa. But they do say that we as Americans are going to hit a record $27 billion. But aren't dads a lot harder to buy for than moms or anybody else?
I think so, but would you agree with that?
I do agree with it.
Oh, you do?
But I am more of a gift card guy.
Okay, like you'll
cards-
accept gift cards?
Yeah, I encourage them.
Oh.
Sure. I like
That's
a nice
easy.
Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
You give me a $25 gift certificate. I can go in there and spend 3 hours, and it'll take a while to make up my mind.
Yeah, I like gift cards too.
Okay.
'Cause
It
you
doesn't
just
seem
get to pick out
impersonal for your
own thing.
birthday
Absolutely
or
not.
whatever?
No,
Okay,
I'll take
good.
a gift card.
Yeah.
Because every birthday or Mother's Day, David got me a Starbucks gift card, and I actually appreciate that because otherwise I wouldn't. I see it as a big splurge. I wouldn't get the coffee if you didn't get me the gift card. So
Now you're
I like
reminding me I got a McDonald's gift card in my car, and every time I go to
Better
Mickey
use it.
D's,
Don't
I'm
forget
like,
that it's
where is
there."
that thing? You have to keep them. You have to go through them every once in a while just to remind yourself. I got like
that
5 or
they're
6
in there.
gift cards.
Yeah, don't let those expire. But speaking of Father's Day, we were at Earth Wild in downtown Chandler.
Oh, yeah.
They're right in the heart of downtown. They are a cute little shop. They have everything Arizona, either made or Western, part of the West, kind of inspired. But a lot of cool things for Dad if you want to go get him something unique.
And where's it?
Earth Wild,
There you
right
go.
in downtown Chandler.
She is Chandler's ambassador to the world, ladies and gentlemen.
We were there
Look at
live this morning. Ben's got a cool shop.
So cool. Hey, Mystery Cam, where's this city with all those little bridges? We'll be right back. Give us your guess.
All right, we got Michael O'Neill.
Okay, believe it or not, it's time to bring in your guesses on the Mystery Cam. All right, Des, let's see. I am seeing Brandon. Good old Brandon is always in with a guess.
Mm-hmm.
He likes Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Louis says, no, I'll take Iowa for the win. You know, a little town like Keokuk, Iowa pops into my head.
Really?
No, I don't know.
How so specific?
Let's see, Missouri.
Missouri?
I feel like it's too flat for Missouri. I could see Mississippi.
Well, I'm disqualified today.
Okay.
Because
Why?
I peeked at the answer.
Yeah. Okay.
By accident. So I'm out.
And you won't even give your friend the Hooner a clue.
I'll give you a clue.
Oh, okay.
There is one correct answer. There are. Oh yes, there's someone is right in the chat.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. So Mississippi, Missouri, Iowa, or Iowa again.
Yep. One of the first three guesses we got in the chat is correct.
Iowa,
So there's your
Mississippi,
hint.
Missouri. Des, actually. Okay. So
Dave says question mark, question mark, question
the
mark.
thing about Mississippi is I think that it's flat, like Mississippi is flat, but I think the Mississippi River at that point would be way bigger. So I am going to go either Missouri or I will go Missouri.
Missouri?
No, wait. I can't say Missouri. I just said it's too flat. I'll
Yeah,
go
you said-
Iowa. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
And he still manages to guess it right. It is Iowa. Is it Otto? Is it
Ottawa?
Atum?
Atumwa.
Atumwa?
Atumwa.
Oh.
Radar
who?
O'Reilly. Brian is our. Can we get a
I wish
cam?
we need a Brian cam.
Can we get
need
a camera on Brian
camera.
once in a while? We have all these new robot
Brian
cameras.
says no.
Yeah.
He does not want to be on
He
camera.
just said
He's
it's where
like,
Radar
I don't get it.
O'Reilly's from, which is a throwback to the TV show MASH,
Oh,
which
okay.
was one of the funniest shows ever.
I used to watch MASH.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Like
I swear,
in the
yeah.
fifth cycle of reruns. 'Cause
I mean,
think it-
probably if we're
Yeah.
going there. I mean, yeah. Like middle school, I would come home and watch MASH.
Oh, that's
yeah.
super
So I've
cool.
seen some episodes.
Okay, hey,
You didn't
look at
think I
this.
knew that.
Would you? We have Michael joining us from Jason's Deli. You may have tuned in just now and thought, is today's program brought to you by Jason's Deli? I mean, the logos are
much.
huge, buddy.
Yeah, trying to get the branding
so
in
you
there.
guys are getting into the World Cup like big time.
Yeah, we have a Deli Dollars promotion, like a rewards program that the company has had for a while now. Definitely leaning into that with the World Cup. So essentially, every time the U.S. soccer team scores a goal, there's going to be rewards that are associated with that, whether that's bonus points or free menu items. So if you're not part of the Deli Dollar program, it's a good time to join.
Yeah. What do you have to do to sign up if you're not?
You just follow us on any of the socials. There's links on there where you can sign up. You can go on the website and sign up. If you come into any of the locations, there's QR codes to sign up. It's pretty easy to sign up.
Easy.
Yeah.
Should have a QR code right on the box.
We actually do.
Oh, you do?
Oh, wow.
Where? Oh, good. They do. Of
QR.
course, they've got it covered.
Yeah.
That's life today. How many Jasons are there here in Arizona?
There's 5 in Arizona. So we've got the one that I work at, which is off of I-17 in Peoria. One off of one in Gilbert, off of like Baseline and Stapley. We have one in Chandler, off of Ray and the I-10. We have a to-go pickup and delivery location only over in Scottsdale, off of like 65th and Greenway, and then we have a location in Tucson as well.
He did that all off the top of his head.
I know.
Des.
I'm like,
Well,
dang.
I've worked at most of them.
Really?
Except for the Tucson one.
Oh, I'm like, you should be like the regional spokesperson. What is your title? Hang on, let's give him let's upgrade him right now.
I've been around for a while.
That's awesome. And you said it started in Texas?
Yeah, it started in Beaumont, Texas. It's actually our 50th anniversary. So not just with the World Cup, we're doing promotions, all year long to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the company. They're doing like millions of dollars of giveaways and stuff inside of the Deli Dollar program this year, like specifically this year for the 50th anniversary.
I would think the sandwich business is a tough game.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I mean, look, you got Subway, you got Jimmy John's. We just had a story earlier this morning that Chick-fil-A has been knocked off its high perch by Jersey Mike's. You've got
Really?
Jason's. What sets you guys apart?
Definitely hospitality. I mean, the founder, he's passed away 4 or 5 years ago, but it was a family-owned company, so a lot of people that work for the company had a chance to meet with him and interact with him.
Good.
And one of his biggest things he'd always say is, we're in the people business, we just happen to be selling sandwiches. So a lot of it's hospitality, building relationships with customers, not just dining customers, but, catering customers as well. Finding out what their needs are and making sure you can meet them.
Oh, really cool. And I was looking you guys up, and I found online, I thought it was really fascinating. You have made this transition to be natural.
Oh, yeah.
Getting rid of like MSG and high fructose corn syrup and dyes. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, we actually started that like 20 years ago. So
That's
we're
great.
one of the first
So,
like
yeah.
fast casual restaurants to move in that direction.
20 years ago. That was way before RFK.
Yeah, we used to have one of the guys behind all that big push used to call it clean food. You know,
Mhm.
we wanted to have clean food for the customers.
Let me ask Brian. Brian, can you zoom in on all of this food, and why don't you, Michael, just
Yeah,
tell
we
us
can kind
what
of
you
lift it
brought
up
in?
a little bit. Yeah, but
Yeah.
what did you bring in this box, and what can folks
so
order?
I bought just a few items. I saw like before I came on, you guys were talking about barbecues for tournaments and stuff like that. You know, we
Mhm.
definitely have catering designed for groups. This would be our charcuterie box. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera or not.
It's so big. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
And
You sell that as one box, a
one box.
charcuterie box.
Yeah, so it'll be delivered this way. If you guys get it for delivery, you can always come in and pick it up if you don't want to pay the extra price for delivery.
Okay.
But it'd be everything in a self-contained box. We're really famous for our salad bar. We're one of the only people that have a salad bar as an
Mhm.
option anymore.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure.
Here
Hang
we
on,
go.
let me hold this for you
Here
so we
we
can
go.
hear you.
Go
Or here.
ahead.
Ron, you
Okay.
share yours because he's on
Okay,
that
yeah.
side. So
Okay,
what's
go
in
for
this
it.
box?
So we have a salad bar that's like our top menu item at our dine-in restaurants, and for years and years, people would ask if there was a way to deliver that.
Oh.
So a few years back, the food department kind of got together and figured out like price points and packaging where we'd be able to do that for the customers. We've always had like side salads and stuff, but now you can essentially order our salad bar and have it delivered to your house. So that's what this box is. It would come with all the toppings, and then there'd be a separate box with like all the
Mhm.
lettuce and stuff for it, and our garlic toast as well.
Wow, I love that. So you guys really were able to
Shrink it
listen to
down.
your customers and give them what they want.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I mean, each one of these boxes is a pretty reasonable price point. I mean, you guys were talking about with the barbecue for 10 people being
Yeah, what are these?
$160.
Mhm.
This one's under $100. The salad bar box is under $150. You can get it with protein too, which would put it like around $160 or so. And then we also have like a 40 parts package, which comes with like little mini sliders. It has a little fruit and veggie tray. It has meatballs, like dippings, chips, all that kind of stuff too, which is right around $150 as well. And
Great.
each one of these
Wow.
is designed to serve 10 people.
Oh, okay. And let's not forget the dessert.
Oh yeah,
A little something you brought in for Des.
So, one of the rewards for the
Yeah.
world or for the soccer tournament program is a free shortcake once the U.S. team hits 4 goals. So we hit that last time. So if you were part of the Deli Dollar program, you could come in and get a free shortcake.
Free
Here,
shortcake.
did we see it?
Yeah.
Good.
There we go.
That's
Look
about
at
to
that.
disappear. Okay, Michael.
And then we also
got to
sell
get
those in
going.
catering sizes too.
Before this starts to feel like a Jason's Deli commercial, really fantastic ideas the way you're tying into World Cup, and I mean it's great. It all looks so good and healthy, Des.
Yeah, that's awesome. A perk for customers that earn extra points and
Okay.
whatnot. Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely
Thank you.
Come and see us again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, by the way, speaking of the World Cup, a lot of people are talking about this Make-A-Wish situation, which I absolutely love, Des. And there's a young man here in the Valley. We just thought we'd mention him to you. He's 12 years old. His name is Andres Lopez Pacheco. And he has spent a pretty big part of his childhood with a congenital heart condition. Des, he's had 4 open heart surgeries. And so, playing soccer competitively is not going to be an option for him, but he loves to watch. Look at that. And so Lopez Pacheco, they were giving him all the tchotchke yesterday.
He just has a very famous sounding last name. I think
Pacheco.
we better keep eyes out for this kid. What a cool jersey to get
Yeah,
that
no
custom
kidding.
made for him.
Okay, so his mama was speaking to us yesterday just about, think about this. 4 open heart surgeries, and he's 12 years old. So he's been dealing with this for a long time. But now he's on his way to New Jersey to catch England versus Panama on June 27th. And here's what Mama says.
It's like, oh my Lord, we can see light through the tunnel, and it's a whole different. It's a lot of emotions right now, and I am super excited, and I wish we can see there. Yeah, through his eyes, because I know he doesn't say a lot, but he's excited about this.
How about that? Okay. What does he have, like a dozen jerseys? This is so great. We love Make-A-Wish, They started here in Arizona and have been around for, I don't know if they're chapter number 001 or not, but they are a fantastic organization, and I'm sure it took all kinds of advanced planning to make this work for him.
I mean,
and,
for that to
and
be
it's
the
coming up.
9 1,000th wish too.
Right.
That's just really, really, really cool.
Yeah. My favorite
well
story of the
deserved.
day, that is for sure. Although there is one other story, Des, that we should talk about this morning because maybe this is my second favorite story. Walmart is getting serious. I think back to that 60 Minutes interview when Jeff Bezos was on 60 Minutes and he said, look, visualize a future where we have drones that are going to be flying out from our fulfillment centers and they're going to be dropping your stuff off. Well, that still isn't happening. I mean, that was, I bet you, close to 10 years ago. So guess who's getting in the drone game?
Walmart.
How about
Can you
that?
believe it?
Huh?
This is pretty cool. So they're promising to get us our groceries and whatever else you buy from Walmart to your doorstep in record time. The retail giant announcing that it is partnering with a drone company called Wing in order to be able to do this. And they're advertising rapid drone delivery. Phoenix is included in this and 6 other major cities as well by 2027. Pretty cool. Those drones can fly pretty fast.
Yeah.
They're saying up to 60 miles per hour.
That seems too fast.
Do you think?
You know, when
You
you're
would
like
think,
bringing
but-
in the whatever, your sandwiches from Walmart or your cereal or
Right.
your laundry detergent or whatever. But,
But
then,
that would be fascinating to see if it flies
would
that
be super
fast, how
cool.
close your maybe nearest Walmart is, and kind of
Right.
track your order and see
Yeah.
how quickly it can get to you. But
well,
pretty cool.
Yeah, so they're launching, and it's so interesting because there's 5 million people that live here in the valley. It seems. Oh, look. Oh, there's the actual drop-off. So it hits that cord, and it just is released. It did drop on the grass. So, you know, they got to make sure they're not hitting the roof, or the street out front with a car coming by.
I would
but
think
I'm
if
sure
you
they're
have like a
specializing.
tricky kind of front porch, front door entrance way type of
Yeah.
situation, it's not going to be right at your door. You don't want that flying into
Right?
your house.
Yeah. But hey,
yeah.
you know what? Life in America is great. As all these other soccer fans are coming in from the rest of the world, they're like, these guys have it made. Here's one more way, right?
Yeah, yep. Pretty cool. Thanks for joining us today, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
Ty and Anita next at noon.
Welcome on in. Fox 10 Talk Special Edition at noon, and we're going to keep things rolling with another jam-packed show that we have for you.
Brand new studies out this morning from TransUnion reveals fascinating credit divide happening across the country. While some Americans are hitting record high credit scores, others are relying heavily on debt just to make ends meet.
That is exactly right. So we are talking this morning to break it all down with us is Charlie. He is from... Where's my notes? Charlie, I got it right here. Head of Global Research and Consulting for TransUnion. I want to make sure I got that right. Good morning, Charlie.
Good morning. Good to be with you.
Well, thanks for joining us at this noon hour. And let's break this all down as far as the study is concerned. What does it mean to have a lot of these folks with these high credit scores versus these very low? Is there anything in between?
So there definitely is. We've got this K-shaped economy that we've been experiencing for a while. And when you look at the credit economy, we do see that consumers at the top, those with very low scores, those with the ability to access lots of credit, are increasing and have been for several years. But we also see this growth at the bottom of the K as well, and more consumers that are falling into lower credit scores, difficulty accessing credit, and struggling with managing the credit that they have.
So this is the first time I think I've heard K-shaped economy. Break that down for us. What does that mean?
Essentially what it means is you're finding more consumers, and certainly it's not everyone's either top or bottom, but more consumers that are at the top end of the K and more at the bottom. And what that also means is that it's a little bit hollowing out the middle. So those consumers that are kind of doing okay, they're fine, they're picking a side. And trust me, it's not by choice. A lot of it has to do with financial necessity, what's going on with their job situation, what's going on with their household. But we do find more consumers moving either at the top end, doing really well, or struggling at the bottom.
Let's talk about those folks that may be struggling, and that obviously means that their credit score might be impacted. How do folks even start to improve that credit score? Because we know that that credit score is so important if you want to buy a house, if you want to finance a car. I mean, that credit score really means a lot when it comes to your financial power.
It absolutely does. And also, if you want to rent an apartment or get the best rates on insurance, it really is important to take care of your credit. And I would say the two biggest ways to manage your credit, the first is, may sound simple, pay your credit obligations on time every month, your credit card bills, your auto loan bills, etc. And even if you can't afford to pay off your credit cards in full, at least pay the minimum and do it on time. And the second is to try to keep your credit utilization, your balance as a percentage of your total credit limits, at or below 30%. If you've got a $10,000 credit limit across all your cards, keep your balances below $3,000. And again, easier said than done. Sometimes people struggle to do that. But if you pay more than the minimums in your card, or even consider taking out a personal loan or a debt consolidation loan to pay off some of those credit card balances, that's going to help you.
So let's talk about the credit score, and let's say you miss a couple of payments on that credit card. How many can you miss before that score starts going down?
Your first missed payment, when it's reported on your credit file, will have, you'll get a ding on your score. And the later you go, if you go 1 month past due, then 2, then 3, it compounds and get to the point where you're 90 days past due, meaning like 3 missed payments in a row. You may find yourself with a below prime credit score, even in the subprime range, which means it's going to be very hard to get any credit going forward, and you're probably not going to qualify for a mortgage, at least until you can get that score back up.
So how do you get it back up then?
Again, it's not an easy or quick fix. That's kind of why it works. You have to do the little things right all the time. Start making those on-time payments. The past missed payments will drift away. They'll become less important over time. And if you can establish that recent, strong track record of monthly on-time payments, that's going to help you. And again, get that utilization down. People that carry really high credit card balances relative to their credit limits, that is a big ding on your credit score. Get that utilization, get the balances down, and that's going to help you.
Mr. Wise, before we let you go, I wanted to ask you this about folks checking their credit scores. And you say that you're kind of a big proponent of checking that, making sure you kind of know where you stand. Because a lot of folks, I think, are like, I don't know what my credit score is.
Right. Yes, and there's lots of tools available for consumers to check their credit scores for free. TransUnion.com is a great resource. There's others out there. But if you really want to go about understanding your credit and what it's going to take to get your credit score in a better position, you have to know where you are, and then you have to make a plan. And resources like TransUnion.com have a lot of tips and tricks on there, as well as credit simulators. What would happen to my score if I paid down my credit card balances, etc. So make a plan. Don't just assume that everything happens to you without your control. Make a plan, stick to it, and good things will happen.
All right.
Okay, wonderful. How do people find you guys for more advice?
TransUnion.com is a great resource for all things credit. Checking your credit score for free, getting access to your score, your credit report, even, again, those tips and tricks on how to improve. TransUnion.com.
Awesome.
right.
Thank you.
We appreciate
Good
it.
info. Anxiety inducing, but good
It is,
info.
yeah, right. You got to check those credit scores to make sure that you're doing okay, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we are just, I can't believe it. What is it, 2 weeks away from July 4th, America's 250th birthday. Is it 2 weeks?
think three.
Crystal
3
gave me a
weeks.
nod. She said no.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
We still, because I know, just I'm on vacation, so 3 weeks.
Okay, 3
weeks.
3 weeks away from America's 250th birthday, and
I still
something
have to
very.
work 3 weeks.
It's all right. There's something very special going on as far as a time capsule.
Fox News correspondent David Spunt tells us about one event. It's really going to have a lasting effect on everyone.
In less than 3 weeks, this time capsule will be buried under almost 8 feet of Philadelphia soil, just steps from Independence Hall, where more than 50 men debated, then declared independence from Great Britain 250 years ago. The time capsule itself, far more than just an idea from a few history fanatics.
Congress envisioned a time capsule to be buried in Philadelphia on the 4th of July. Those things are prescribed in the law. And it shall contain a representative sample of all books, manuscripts, relics, memorabilia from the semi-quincentennial.
Engineers at the National Institute of Standards and Technology were tasked with building a capsule that would stand the test of time, scheduled to be opened in the year 2276.
That is such a wild number of years to think about. Temperature changes, the humidity changes, everything needs to be accounted for.
Once sealed, the time capsule will weigh about 1,000 pounds, with unique items from all 50 states, plus U.S. territories and the District of Columbia. Items range from a Coca-Cola bottle to an iPhone 17 to a pocket copy of the Constitution signed by 11 former and current Supreme Court justices. And rare documents. Think Thomas Jefferson's rough draft of the Declaration of Independence. But the question, how will it fit? The data from the documents will be contained in a synthetic DNA vial, the size of a thimble.
Someday, some people will open up this information and not just see the data that we've stored, but they'll also think about why we chose to store the things that we did. Like, why did we choose this and not that?
Only time will tell what future Americans will think. In Washington, David Spunt, Fox News.
Did you get that? Only time will
That's
tell.
kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Crystal, happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday. How's your Tuesday going?
You know, not bad.
Are you on
Chugging
the
along?
Tuesday is terrific or Tuesday is terrible?
Oh, I don't like Tuesdays, but it was going. That's no question. It was going well until I looked at the current temperature and I was like, oh my gosh.
Okay, maybe then don't tell us.
All right, well then you guys have a good one.
We got a lot of time until then.
It feels like it hit just over the weekend. Mother Nature flipped that switch, and it just feels hot.
Well, and it's a bit of a shock to me because I was very sick last week. I had this cold that just wanted to take me out.
We still hear it.
I know, and it's like I'm going on a full week. But so I literally did not step outside for days.
Lucky.
Lucky you.
Including pretty much over the weekend as well because I was still struggling. And so yesterday I was like, oh my gosh, it got very hot.
And muggy, right?
Yes, and the
Those dew
humidity,
points.
which did allow us to see the storms yesterday, which, we,
We liked.
yesterday during the noon show, we were chatting about that we had a chance, and then we did get a few storms yesterday, but, you know.
Look at
give
this.
and
We're
take.
kind of starting to see those clouds pop
Oh, yeah.
behind us, too.
So does that mean we might get rain?
In the valley, it would be, I think, pretty hard for us to see any rain showers, but there are a few storms that are starting to puff up over, like, the Yavapai County area, actually. So you want to
Should we
take
get
my
your
graph?
maps? Yeah, let's take. Oh, 106
I know,
already. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I want to go back to this because you said usually at noon, you sometimes can add another 10 degrees. Probably not today, though, right?
But if it's drier, that math works a little better. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be hot. In fact, I'm forecasting a high of 111, but we're already at 106, so now I'm going, ooh, should I go to 112?
No.
It's
toasty.
That's a hot one. West wind is getting us right now, 13 miles per hour, but it's just dragging in super toasty air because the ridging is happening actually to the west of us right now, so that big warm air bubble is just being ushered our way, unfortunately for us. Right now we're looking on Fox Vision and you can see that although we are fairly dry, there are a few showers that have started to bubble up, mostly like up against the Mogollon Rim, just south of the San Francisco Peaks, and then over some of the mountains in Yavapai as well. We see this little thunderstorm that's popped up near Mayer, and it's been there for like at least a half hour now, so they're getting a good downpour outside of Mayer. Yesterday, Yavapai County ended up being one of the spots that fared best as well when it came to rain. There were some flash flood warnings in the county as a result of it. So they're just still squeezing out as much moisture as they can get from those clouds. And you can see the clouds have built over Dewey and Prescott as well. And then a couple little like spotty showers just starting to take shape outside of Sedona, in like the Mormon Mountain kind of area. And then for us in the valley, although no storms, it is still quite muggy. We've been seeing the dew point fluctuate between like 55 to 58 degrees. So we're in that sticky, muggy category, which should last the rest of today. Now, tomorrow we'll see slightly drier conditions. We'll slide down to more like sticky. And then by Thursday into Friday, we actually fully dry out in the valley. So if you're not a fan of the humidity yet, good news is it is going to scour out, and then it actually looks pretty dry as we go right through the weekend as well. Here's the future cast, guys, of those little storms that I mentioned are going to be kind of very spottily around the valley, but not in the valley. So notice it's like Yavapai, La Paz County with a chance, and they just don't really make their way into Phoenix. So you should probably expect drier conditions today compared to yesterday, although the very outskirts of the valley could see an isolated shower. And then there's your forecast highs, 111
I'm
for
going to say
Phoenix.
112 today.
Could be
112.
I'm going to say 113.
Okay, calm down. 84 degrees in Flagstaff and 113 for Lake Havasu. And it's worth mentioning, guys, that also the Grand Canyon below 4,000 feet is under an extreme heat warning today and tomorrow because the temperatures as you get into the base of the Grand Canyon, look at Phantom Ranch, 110 degrees. I know. Overnight's not a lot of relief either, except for in the high country, middle 50s for Flag, but otherwise upper 80s tonight in the valley. And then there's your look at the 10-day Foxcast. Good news is that we will see a small drop in temperatures towards the weekend. Father's Day actually is the bottom out at 104. But then next week we're right back up. I mean, June doing June things, right? To see 110 plus is pretty normal for June.
Will it count if the dash in my car says 113?
No. It's got to be official.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only take that Sky Harbor reading.
Okay.
Crystal, thank you.
Break, you guys. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back. We're going to keep things rolling here at noon, and we obviously know it is HOTT here in Arizona. Hot.
It's really rough. A couple of ASU students have created a paint that they say is actually going to keep things cooler from the outside.
Yeah, it's like a roof coating that acts like a shield, and they say the hotter it gets, the better it actually works.
Are we skeptical?
I don't know. Let's get out to Steve.
Is it too good to be true, Steve? Are you standing on the roof?
I am not. I'm on some metal bleachers, though, which might be just as hot.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's kind of brutal. You're burning your buns out there.
Well, so I want to talk to you about why I'm on bleachers here. But first, about the paint that these guys have developed that's really cool is they describe it kind of like an ice pack. And what's neat about this, we actually covered them. The name of the company's N-Coat. And we covered them about a year and a half ago when they were sort of just a science project and they were just getting going. They are done with the project part of this. This is a full-blown commercial company now. They sell this stuff. You can buy it from roofing contractors. They're on more than 1 million square feet. This is back when you could just buy it in little pint forms. Now it's, the 5-gallon things. You can put it on your roofs. And they showed me today, I was on top of a roof. If you go with a normal asphalt roof, it gets to about 190 degrees. This paint gets to about 115 to 120. So think about the cooling costs that you can save inside your house when your roof is that much lower. But the reason I'm on these bleachers, guys, I want to talk to you about. First, I'm in the shade right now on this metal bleacher. I'm going to take a temperature of this metal right here. I got the little heat gun, the Foxton heat gun. It's 106 degrees on my metal bleacher out here in the shade. I'm going to go into the sunshine, and I'm going to go to the metal bleacher out here in the sunshine and take a temperature for you. Okay. And right out here, 119 degrees. And we all know it. We know metal in Arizona. This is so hot. It's basically burning me. It's like opening a car door handle, right? And all that, brutal once it gets up to like 118 or whatnot. Well, these roofing guys, they have actually been hired by FIFA to paint some of the metal bleachers outside of Houston Stadium for the World Cup games, because they want people, when they're going to the block party outside of the World Cup games, to enjoy themselves, because they set up this whole block party out there, but it's summer in Houston. Who wants to be out there in that? You're not going to want to sit on a metal bleacher when you're trying to watch the games outside the stadium. So they have painted these metal bleachers, and they say they've gotten the temperature way down on them. They're cool. They're nice to sit on. And because it's FIFA, because it's the World Cup, they think this is the launching pad for them. When you think about Mountain America Stadium, you've got Casino del Sol Stadium at Arizona, a lot of metal bleachers there too. So they think this is sort of the starting point of being able to now go to these major stadiums and say, hey, it's not just a roofing company anymore. We can cool down metal in general.
All right, so Steve, when do they think this is going to start to roll out, maybe to like consumers, or is this kind of still in like the testing phase and only certain people get their hands on this?
That they are past the testing. You can buy it right now. Oh, nice. Now, the key thing is you wouldn't want to paint like your roof tile, right? Like a ceramic roof tile. It doesn't quite work like that. And probably a lot of HOAs might have a problem with you painting a roof tile. But so think of this in a more commercial application right now, or a flat top roof, if you have one of those, to be able to do that for your house and painting it like that. Right. They have plans. They have ideas on being able to make it for your house in the future. But right now, you can go to the store and buy this. You can go to your roofing company and buy this right now. It is commercially available and out there. As far as, if you have a park and you want to cover your metal bleachers and this stuff, I think you could do it right now. I think you could contact them.
All right.
Okay. And your story runs what time tonight?
5 o'clock tonight.
Awesome.
Okay,
we'll be tuning in. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. We have some breaking news, you guys. We're going to go right to our cameras outside. This is our ADOT camera, I-17, I-10 stack. You see that massive, it looks like clouds, but it's a massive plume of black smoke. Possible scrapyard that is on fire. So this is in the area, 38th Avenue in Clarendon, and about 27th Avenue, Indian School Road, to give you guys just another idea. But a machining area, a tire place is what we're being told. So we're trying to get a little bit more information information as to what exactly is burning. But here's the situation, and here's what is so difficult, is that as Crystal just showed us, it's already 6 degrees outside. So battling a fire of this magnitude, of this nature at 12:20, if you look in that far left corner, you'll see that plume, is incredibly dangerous and difficult for firefighters.
Yeah, so you can only imagine that they have to go out there. They take those shifts that we have talked about. They go in there to make sure that everybody is staying safe. Obviously, the fire is putting off a ton of heat, and then obviously Mother Nature is hot right now at 106 degrees. So again, we are waiting to get additional information, but if you are in the valley, you're seeing that smoke, this is what it is, and we're waiting to get additional confirmation from Phoenix Fire as well. I actually just texted one of the public information officers with Phoenix Fire, and hopefully he gets back to me while we are talking here so we can hopefully give you a little bit more information. But if they do get back to us, we of course will update you. But that is what you're seeing out there on this Tuesday morning, that smoke out there. I was hoping that maybe ADOT would move that camera for us a little bit. We don't have any control of those ADOT cameras, but again,
try ENG 22. Is that what you're on?
Yeah,
I
keep switching back and forth just to show everybody kind of what it is, because this gives you a vantage point. Does it look like maybe it's changing color, so maybe they've got some water on it?
Yeah, and usually you have the darker smoke, which means it's not out, and then the lighter smoke, which means that they have a little bit of a handle on it. But oftentimes fires like these, they if there's no danger to people or homes or structures, they might let them burn, because again, it's a danger to the firefighters as they're going into battle.
Do you want to take that other ENG? I don't have it on my thing here, my stream deck. If you want to poke that one up too, ENG 24. I don't have access to that one on my side, but that'll kind of give you another vantage point of that fire. This is from the, we're trying to get the camera that's in the Tempe area right now.
Yeah, 27th Avenue
Crystal, maybe
Indian
can
School
you
Road.
pull it up on yours, on your weather?
Let me see if I can get a traffic
and get
computer.
that Tempe. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
So there's another vantage
Yeah,
point.
it's pretty massive.
Yeah. So this is obviously over the entire valley.
We've both reached out to fire. We've got people, crew en route. So soon as we get more info, if we do that before the end of the show, we're going to bring that to you guys, because you're probably seeing it if you're out and about too.
All right, let's move on to another story that we are following for you at this noon hour. We are talking about a
aging
shot
research?
to reverse aging.
Okay.
That sounds like it's too good to be true, right?
It sounds like a sci-fi plot, right? But it is edging closer and closer. So many people using those peptides, surge in investment when it comes to living longer. And so we have a Fox News correspondent, Alexandria Hoff, with more on this from Washington.
Maybe the eyes aren't the window to the soul, but instead a doorway leading to the fountain of youth. Boston-based biotechnology firm Life Biosciences has begun dosing patients in a milestone FDA human trial aimed at reversing age-related vision loss. The experimental gene therapy is called ER100 and works to essentially clean up the instructions that DNA provides, allowing cells to remember how to function as they once did. Life Biosciences co-founder Dr. David Sinclair writes, "This clinical study represents the first opportunity to test whether restoring that information can ameliorate human disease. If the current trial proves ER100 is safe and effective, scientists will likely jump to find where else in the body it could work."
We're now entering an era where lifespan may begin extending longer than our horizons imagine, 90, 95, 100, 120, 130, where at some point we say, are we the first generation who aren't going to die?
That's a question tech entrepreneur and longevity advocate Brian Johnson has dedicated his life to. Others are catching on. Last September, Russian President Vladimir Putin, through his translator, was heard discussing his interest in biohacking with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The Wall Street Journal now reports that Putin has embarked on a $26 billion quest for longevity, with Russian scientists actively working on developing 3D printed organs and treatments to reverse cellular decline.
Now, this current trial for ER100 is small on purpose, so participants can be closely monitored. The therapy is injected directly into the eye. It's activated later by a course of antibiotics, which serve like an on and off switch for the treatment. In Washington, Alexandria Hoff, Fox News.
We're going to take you right back out to this breaking news that we are following, and it looks like possibly we're not seeing that smoke billowing as much as it did. Little far, I guess, middle left is where we see that. This is a fire in an industrial area, about 27th Avenue and Indian School Road.
Yeah, I was looking kind of at the area where this was at, and if you're familiar with that area of downtown Phoenix, or south of downtown Phoenix, I should say, is that's a lot of industrial areas. There looks like there's a tire mart over there, and also some scrap yards. But it does look like maybe a fire is on scene, and they are getting, let's see, I'm just getting a text message from, they said it's an industrial fire that they're working. So
the thing is, these tire fires can burn for days. We've seen where they just let them burn out. So, Crystal, do you want to talk a little bit about the conditions and the heat again? I know we talked about weather, but firefighters out there are really, I mean, this is tough to be wearing all of that gear and battling a fire that's also hot.
Yeah, anytime like this point in the year, we know that crews are like really going through it to be able to be out there. If you want to pull up my graphics, the temperatures around the valley, you can see. So the closest would probably be the Sky Harbor reading, or maybe the Glendale reading. 105, 106 is the current temperature.
Still, no matter how you slice it, it's hot.
Really hot out there. And then let me see if I can pull up my wind graphic just to see how the winds are looking as well, as they're in those firefighting efforts right now. Give me just one second. We'll do this on the fly here.
We're all working here trying to get a little bit more information as well to see what's going on.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, part of the issue is that this time of year, it's really easy for the fires to spark because it's so hot already. So there's like especially in these like garbage fires or like processing plants, like any little spark is going to be a really easy snap. Here's a look at the current wind gusts. I'm getting my map up right now for you guys. I just had to search for it.
Ooh,
so actually is a little breezy out there. The forecast is for 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts through the afternoon, and we're already at like 20 Sky Harbor and the Goodyear airport location. So it's safe to say that probably you're around 20 mile per hour winds where the fire is burning as well, since it's just off to the west of that reading that you see at Sky Harbor. So it is a little breezy, kind of windy out there as well for the firefighters. But as you guys pointed out, and I can pull it back up because I have a couple of the cameras on my system as well, but it does look like from the different live cameras we have here, I'll just pull up my 4-box because that shows everything at once. But there's the downtown Phoenix camera, the Tempe camera, and on the downtown Phoenix you can see the smoke plume like up in the sky, but the Tempe one you no longer see the column of smoke.
It's not as bad.
I would assume they've gotten a handle on it at this point, it looks like, which is obviously good news.
Yeah, it looks like it's turning white, and that usually means that they are putting water on the fire, so that is a good news. So it looks like they were kind of Johnny on the spot, but as Anita mentioned, we do have a ground crew that's headed to the area as well. So hopefully we'll get you some more information on later editions of Fox 10. So that's going to do it for us on this noon. Thanks so much. Oh, yeah,